welcome to the 31st weekly Rocket League pre-show for Slips. Today I have with me Felipe.
Hello. I'll be joining in. I'm gonna be critical of what we see here in our gauntlet. I think last time she was too nice to people. So I'm gonna call people out. Do you want to explain what we're doing?
Okay, so we're gonna have like a little bit of a gauntlet like we did last week, like you just said. And so our friend Spartan, who is a sub for Inferno, is going to be going up against Rabbit Warren and Havoc Natara 07 and Jaco.
Nice. So there's gonna be a little bit of a twist on it. Last time, Kildia, went through it pretty easily. But the players that we have here are a little bit lower ranked. Spartan is, around GC2, GC3, and I'm gonna be giving him challenges throughout this whole thing. So I think for the beginning, he's gonna be 1v1ing against a gold ranked player. And his challenge is going to be that he can't jump. So I'm very curious on how that looks, and it seems like we're trying to get the matches set up. But yeah, I have good faith. I'm not going to lie, I haven't seen Spartan play yet. But I was talking with him about what he was able to do. And when we move up in the ranks, I'm going to ask him to go for different types of shots. So instead of limiting him on what he can do, we're going to make him do more than just 1v1. And it seems like we're getting the players sorted out, getting everyone into the lobby. But we should be good so far. What do you expect to see, Shay?
I'm expecting it to be very interesting because I'm excited for the twists, and I wonder if Spartan will be able to overcome them and still win, even when the competition is a much lower rank.
Yeah, I think in the beginning it's going to be pretty easy. I think the no should be fine. The only way that he loses it is, maybe like not being able to make some saves since he can't jump. But I could see him losing this one. The next one, which is against a plat rank player, he's not going to be able to boost, which, in my opinion, I think it's a little easier because you can still wave dash and do things to gain speed. And then after that, I'm going to make him hit a different shot against a champ player, at least for once. So, it's really going to come to the creativity that he has, and it looks like the players are in, and we're about to start.
In the lobby.
Alrighty. Spartan is in, Rabbit Warren is in.
Let's get this started.
We're ready to get going. Alright.
Tell Spartan what he needs to do.
Yep, he knows he can't be jumping. He can only boost, and off the start, pretty easy goal. I might tell him in between if it starts getting a little bit one-sided. I might tell him he also can't boost, and he's just got to be driving around against the gold. But I'm gonna give Rabbit Warren a chance here. It's looking like kickoffs aren't too big of a problem. I'm not really sure what Rabbit Warren is doing, but Spartan is just keeping that control. 2 goals in 20 seconds. Maybe he's nervous a little bit, just flying around. I think the strategy is, if you're Rabbit, you got to keep the ball high, but also keep control. And maybe getting those boost steals. It's like he's going to want to try and take control, and these bouncing shots are going to be the hard ones because he can't just knock it, but he can catch it and take a shot. Yeah, it's looking pretty one-sided right now. I wonder what else we can give him. in the future.
Yeah, we might need to make it a little bit more difficult for him.
If chat has any ideas on what we can make him do or limit him to do, drop him. I'm gonna be looking over them. You know, we can make it so that he has to hold down drift the whole time or something like that. That might be a good one. But if he reaches the 5 goal mark, I might have to limit him a little bit here. And it's looking like it's calming down a little bit. Rabbit Warren, you know, able to gain a little bit of control, you know, not just go straight 10 seconds after the kickoff. And Spartan just going for those dribbles, just trying to get the cuts across. You know, he can't really flick it over. He can't pop it, which is one of the main things that goes into a dribble. So quick cuts is definitely going to be the move for him. Let me pull up chat real quick. No boost.
But he can jump in things and no ball cam.
No ball cam? Give Rabbit aim assist. Oh no. Let's see what... Oh, no way. He goes for a stealing shot. No way. Oh no. Oh, Rabbit saves it though. That's smart. He's not jumping. He's just falling off. He's falling off the ceiling. So it's not a jump.
Huh.
He can maybe... Oh wait, but he can't use a flip. So he has to just hit it.
Oh. Yeah, that makes it more difficult for him. But he's still beating Rabbit 4-0.
4-0. Oh no. Okay. I'm gonna limit him to... Should we do like drift, like full drift?
Or drift. Yeah, let's do that.
All right, let's see if we can tie it up a little bit. Oh no. Okay, this is definitely gonna do quite the number on Spartan over here. He has to play a lot slower now, or else he'll just go out of control. And the 50s are definitely gonna be the 50s are gonna be a little bit more challenging for him. Honestly, I'm loving Spartan. I mean, he's going through it. He's taking it like a champ. He's just trying to keep control of the ball.
Good sport.
Yeah, just definitely. Good sport overall. I mean, after all, we are trying to mess him up. Oh, and the first goal coming in here.
Yeah, he got a score.
Honestly, we might give him his jumps back. If he ties it up, we might just give him his jumps back, but he still has to drift the whole time. God, let's see what happens. Oh no, we have a whole...
around the entire
He's just rolling around Fast and Furious style. Oh no, and the bumps are gonna be what's gonna hurt him the most. I might give him his jumps back in a little bit. If Rabbit ties this up, I'm gonna let Spartan jump again. I want it to be as close of a match. Let's take a look at what's gonna happen here. Ooh, demo coming through. He can't really get much speed on the kickoffs. Banger from Rabbit. Puts it over. Can't really put the shot on net. And again, the bump just sends him flying. Oh no. I honestly, yeah, this is pretty tough. You have to have some pretty good car control to be able to do this. And especially to get a good 50, and he gets a decent one. He might be able to like take a shot over here. But he commits fully for it.
Oh, he's struggling.
Yeah,
another score from Rabbit.
He's not liking it. Oh no.
Yeah, without jumping, and he can barely drive straight. It's just...
Yeah,
that's waiting to happen.
at this point, he's practically just turtling. So I think giving him his jump back is definitely going to be the move if Rabbit manages to tie it up. But maybe he figures it out. You never know. Maybe he just... Uh-oh. Where is he? Nowhere to be seen. Let's take a look at the replay and see if we can find where he's at. No, he just couldn't get back. Alright, one more goal and we give him his jump. Let's see. He just has to hold it for a little longer. Okay, I'm giving him his jump back. Tied, 50 seconds. I'm telling him same exact stuff. He can jump now. I think that'll make it a little more comfortable. If you can jump, you can kind of do some wave dashes. If he knows how to chain dash. And yeah, the kickoff a little bit more comfortable, but that might go straight in. It's gonna be all about the wave dash game in my opinion. Oh, he gets a little bit of a dribble going with a drift. Pretty impressive. Pretty impressive, I'm not gonna lie. It looked like he stopped drifting maybe like a millisecond before. I'll give it to him though. Let's take a look. Alright. Kickoff coming through. I mean, with Spartan being able to flip, it's gonna make the kickoffs a lot more favorable now. Oh, and this is gonna be a tough save. Oh, it's not on. Oh, he tries to get the pre-jump. It's not on. 20 seconds left. Rabbit trying to go for something. Not really sure how comfortable he is in the air. But he has 10 seconds to score against a drifting Spartan. And it's looking like he might take it. Unless he can dribble it. No. All right. So that's going to be it. So Spartan able to come through with that one. Let's see if we can get the next players in. And I'm going to give Spartan his challenge. What did we agree on? No boost. Okay.
So actually the guy that I DM'd didn't answer, so do we want to put Tended in? Because he is asking me in every possible chat to join.
What rank is Tended?
He is a silver.
Okay. Well, watch this.
Or should we go straight to Jocko?
I say we put intended, and then we do the drift and boosting. Yeah, bring intended.
Okay.
Let me tell him that.
What do you think of the match? It was pretty close, actually.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty decent. I think, we had to test around to see what was, too hard and what was too easy for him. This was a gold player. Now with Tended, he's a, silver to bronze player. I think that with unlimited boost, and if he's drifting and can't jump, I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, it's really interesting to see, like, when we are able to even it up and a really experienced player goes up to someone.
Yeah.
Not as much.
Just looking over at the chat. Thank you, Lobby. I appreciate it, man. And looks like some people are heading to watch RLCS. I'm not gonna lie.
You're right. Slips is way better than RLCS.
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed with some of the results that we had from our LCS today. It looks like NRG's playing Space Station right now. I'm just upset KCP lost. I'm hoping that now set it to unlimited boost. I have good faith. Let's take a look. If we can't get this set up, we can either get Jaco or I could just 1v1 him normally. Oh, here. We gotta remake the lobby. Alright, so it looks like we got tended. And honestly, I expect a close match. I think we can definitely get something going here.
The owner of Reboot.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen Tended play too much. I mean, I've seen him around, but I haven't seen him play. So I'm just curious on how that'll go. It looks like we're getting started. Loading up into the match. And we got Spartan and we got Tended in. Okay. All right. And we're all set. All right. All right. And we're just about ready to get started. Here we go. A little bit of a lower ranked player. And it looks like Tended, oh, he just misses and Spartan gets the save. It looks like Spartan was honestly going to own goal that. And I'm just curious on how this is going to work out. I think the unlimited boost is going to make it so that Spartan can move around a lot better. And it's looking like a close match so far. Back in the other match, what ended up happening a lot is Spartan would use all his boost to try and get around the ball. But then as we progressed, he would run out of boost and then that would be a free goal. But now we've managed to get it down and Spartan gets the first goal and it's looking like a pretty close match. 1 goal down with only 45 minutes going. And Spartan even saying that Tended is not a silver. Curious to what that means. Maybe Spartan is impressed with Tended's abilities. Maybe this is Tended's uprising. And
Yeah,
Tended.
this is where he gets to show off his skills.
Yep, he's been putting in the work. He's been putting up clips in the Slips Discord. And I guess it's paying off. 1-1, 4 minutes remaining. Quite the match we have right here. I'm excited to see what goes down. And not a favorable kickoff for Spartan, but he's gonna want to try and catch this right here, and it's a little bit of a dangerous situation. Tended able to get some pressure going, and we're gonna have to see the dribbles going through it. He gets a pop over Tended. Tended can't really do too much about that. Open net, and I'm honestly impressed by the full drift dribbles. I don't think I'd go for that. I honestly don't know what I would do in this situation. But I have hope for Tended. But I think Spartan might have the go at this. And in the off chance, or actually I don't know if it's off chance, but that we have another match after this. Spartan over here would be playing a like champ leveled player. Ooh, intended with a shot coming in here to tie it up. But he would be playing a champ level player, and we would be making him do a specific shot, or else he doesn't win no matter what the score is. But he might be out of practice by the time that happens. You know, with all these challenges, having to hold down drift and do all these like weird strategies. Oh no! Intended with the own goal. Oh, that's not what you want to see. But yeah, Spartan might be out of practice. He might be rusty when he comes into that. Who do you think is going to win, Shay?
I think Spartan is going to actually be able to pull this one in his favor. Tended is actually doing pretty well, but after that own goal, and he's kind of flying all over the place, and he doesn't even have any restrictions.
Yeah, I mean, we did give him unlimited boost. I mean, he's also able to capitalize on the unlimited boost part of it. I honestly, I don't know. It's a close match. Spartan started off pretty good, but Tended keeps tying it up. I could see this going into overtime. I still want to see if there's any way in which Spartan can pull off some sick shots, maybe like a ceiling shot or something. Musty, but you can't jump. Easy. Oh, off the kickoff, he was able to pop up. I would have liked to see him get some aerials going after that. That might be the move. If he goes off of like the inner post, he could just stay up flying the whole time. And a shot coming in from Spartan from half slots it down in the bottom right corner, and there's no saving that from Tended. 4-3, 2 minutes remaining. And I just expect it to keep going back and forth. Unless Tended, pulls through, maybe breaks down the nerves or something, and gets some shots going. And Spartan is looking confident, to be honest. He's got the dribbles down, and we could be seeing a good dribble coming in here from him. Tended going backwards, getting that backwards shot. I don't think we gave him that challenge, but he's going. He's challenge.
He's trying to show off.
Yeah,
he can't actually pull off.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, we've seen some clips of him hitting stuff. This is his one chance to say that he beat a supersonic legend. But who knows? 4-3. No one has to know that Spartan had these like, ooh, shot from Tended, doesn't go in. But no one has to know that Spartan couldn't jump and had to, drift the whole time. All that matters is that Tended kept a close game with an SSL. No, this has to be a goal, and that is the first. That might be the first 2-goal lead we see in this. We got 1 minute remaining. Tended is having to do some work in here to try and get that back. And I still have faith. I'm kind of rooting for Tended, Spartan has taken the dub on that last one against a gold player. But now it's time for Spartan to fall. And there we go. There's the first shot. Tended. Little goal coming in here, gets the 50. 50s are going to be very good for Tended, since Spartan can't really jump to get a decent one. Back to a 1-goal game, 50 seconds remaining. Can he do it? What do you think, Shay?
No.
No faith. No faith, and there it is. He's listening to the stream right now. He's hearing you doubt, and he's not having it. Ties it up, 45 seconds remaining. He's not happy with you, Shay.
He was proving me wrong.
I mean, and he's going through here. Wins the kickoff pretty dominantly. I don't think Spartan was even able to get a touch on it. And he's turned it around. Let's see what goes on here. Good 50 from Spartan, doing some weird 360s. Tended has to keep this going. 24 seconds. If he gets scored on right here, that might just be it. Oh no, he centers it. Spartan trying to take control. Tended going in here on the counter attack. Taking a very slow approach. Gonna be trying to center that. It's up in the air. Spartan can't really reach it. It's looking like an open net, and Tended can't get the shot. He puts it wide. We're going to overtime. Oh no.
Who do you think is gonna get the shot?
Oh boy. Let's see what happens. Open net here for Tended. Can he get it? Spartan comes through. It's up in the air. This is, normally. Oh no. Oh no.
Spartan wins another match.
No way. And it ends with an own goal from Tended. All of that hard work, he pulled through, tied it up, clutched up on the defense for the OT, and then 19 seconds in gets an own goal. You hate to see it. Oh no.
That was amazing.
Oh, I'm
Okay,
so
can
sad.
we get Jocko in here?
Let's take a look. And I'm trying to see if we have enough time. And it seems like we're just out of time. And that will be your matches for the gauntlet. Spartan gonna be able to take it through. 2 wins. And yeah. That's how it goes. And I think we have a match coming in here. I'm not sure if it's for the round of 16 or the qualifiers. And we got, M22 Alpha versus Rapid Fire.
M22 Alpha versus Rapid Fire.
Okay, so when I first heard about this, I thought we're talking about M22 Original, so I was hoping I'd get to see my old teammate Nova play, but it's a whole different roster. I honestly, I don't know who I have here to win it all. What are you guys thinking?
I don't really know too much about these teams. M22 has so many different versions of their team.
Yeah, it's hard to know who you're going up against. I mean, we've gotten so many more teams. I think we had upwards of 30 teams for this tournament. And maybe we get back into the old sub shape that we were in like a year ago, where we had like the group stages and all of that. I think that would be exciting to see. And I think we got Luna in here now. So Luna, what are you thinking for this match?
What are we talking about? Oh, the M22 match? I don't know much. M22. The new M22? Bump yourself up.
And we gotta turn up the mic a little bit.
Is that better?
And it's still a little bit low.
Better? Let me see if I can find something real quick.
Alright, and oh god, while we wait for that, I'm looking at chat. Nova's over here talking about me. I'm scared of what he's gonna say. Oh god. Everyone talking about Felly today. Let's see. It looks like we're getting the lobby all set up. And we don't have any players in here quite yet. Let me see if I can pull up the teams for myself real quick. Just so that I have an idea of who's on each team. And on the side of M22 Alpha, it should be Yoshi, Fuzz, and Nimdar. All GC1 players. And then in the side of Rapid Fire, we have Jax, Waxy, Texy, and Nita Pink, or J. Which are all champ players, C2, C1, and C3. So it's definitely looking good for M22 Alpha. I think based on ranks, I'm just going to have to put my money on them. Let's see here. It looks like we're getting some of the players in here. But you know, I'm always up for an underdog story. I'm completely fine with that. You know, maybe it's a lot closer than we think. Who do you have for this match, Shay? And it seems like we're having mic issues all along the couch. There we go.
Root for Rapid Fire.
Rapid Fire.
Me, I did nothing.
Let's see if we can get everything sorted out before we get into our matches. See, in Turbo Cam Neutral League is the second round. No, these are qualifiers, if I'm correct. Qualifier match, the last one we have. And this is the last qualifier. And
saving it just for the show.
It seems like the winner of this will play against M22 Synergy or N7 Phantoms. I'm not really sure where they're gonna get put, but if M22 Alpha wins this, all right. So it seems like they would place against N7 Phantoms, and I would have loved to see M22 Alpha versus M22 Synergy. I think that would definitely be a fun matchup of the
M22s.
Yeah, of the M22s. But they will be playing N7 Phantoms. And honestly, I think it's a pretty close matchup. I mean, Phantoms is like a high 1500 team. They've shown that they're up there. But honestly, I think Alpha would have a pretty good shot at it. And I have my money set on Alpha pretty much. You know, I don't usually just go off based on ranked completely, but when it comes to GC1s versus like C2s, I think it's pretty easy to go for the GC1s.
Wait, so which team are you rooting for?
I'm rooting for M22 Alpha for this one.
M22, definitely.
Yeah. And we're almost ready to get everyone going in here. And I'm looking at the bracket, and if M22 Original wins their match...
Want to get this thing started.
and M22 Alpha win this and then win against Phantoms, we would have the two top M22 teams against each other. Hello?
Is that better?
Yeah, there we go.
Alright, cool, awesome. Sorry, mic issues.
All good.
Mic.
We got the whole board in here. And it looks like we might have most of the people. Yoshi, Fuzz, Nimdar, Nita Pink. It looks like we're missing 2 players, probably.
I know it's been 11 minutes, but, well, right now, well, wait a couple more minutes. Here we go.
There we go.
Then we can start it.
Got our players in, and we should be just about ready to start it up. All right, let's take a look at this. So yeah, Fuzz, Nimdar, and Yoshi versus GX, Nita Pink, RL, and ZTX, maybe? I don't know.
Yes. Yeah.
Off the start, we got a little double commit coming in here from the orange side from Rapid Fire. Not too much to look at yet, and my bad on that one. Looks like quick goal from M22 Alpha. Just a beat on the 50 from Nimdar and an easy shot. Just faster, honestly. Not much to say on that one. Gonna be getting started, and M22 Alpha definitely looking like the more dominant team. Little defense coming in here. Nimdar doing all the work, getting the saves, getting the shots, getting the goals.
I'm not in the game. You forget that, so it's okay.
Alrighty. And Nita Pink gonna be taking this over to the corner. Big clear coming in here from Rapid Fire. Putting it to the back. We're looking for the double. Can't really get it. Yoshi taking control here. Really got opportunity from Rapid Fire, but M2 Alpha manages to get it under control. Now in the orange corner, Yoshi getting a shot across. Nimdar can really put it on target. Fuzz left to defend alone. Crossover to Nimdar. Turns on it. Can't really get much going, and it seems like a pretty midfield looking game so far, you know. Quick goal from the start, but from here on out, we're just kind of playing ping pong, going from one side to the other. Nita Pink gonna be clearing it over to the corner.
Nothing's really happening.
Yeah, we don't really have much. I mean, we had that little double tap come through, and every time I say that, get shut down. Yoshi getting the shot here, and it's looking like most of the mistakes that are happening here from Rapid Fire in the corners, they're getting caught up in their corner, getting beat, and then it's just an easy shot for M22 Alpha. And you know, if M22 Alpha can just exploit that, then it's going to be pretty easy for them to win this.
That's for sure.
GJ reached that far.
And let's see what goes down. And a shot coming in here from Rapid Fire. Good save. Rapid Fire looking to get their first goal, and we got double commits coming in through. Another shot. Nimdar gets a save. Gonna be taking this one across. Big clear, and that's definitely gonna be relieving for them. A dangerous position for M22 Alpha to be in, and they're honestly showing up. It's a pretty close match. I could definitely see them getting some goals in here and maybe even tying it up as they get their form in.
Yeah, so definitely M22 is taking the lead. You think that Rapid Fire will be able to even it out?
Honestly, I'm not sure. I mean, they're looking pretty promising on this second half of the match. I think Rapid Fire can maybe bring it to a 1-goal game or even tie it up, but I still feel like M22 Alpha is the better team. They're a little bit more consistent. Their defense is closer, and Yoshi, little miss coming through. A shot from Fuzz, can't quite get it through. GX gonna be taking this one across, no boost. Low shot to the goal. Yoshi trying to get control over to Nimdar. Nimdar puts a shot and it's in. Great transition. That's exactly what you want to be seeing. You get a passing play started off from defense, a couple touches, and it's straight into your net. Kickoff coming in. Dominant for M22. They get some sort of possession going in, and Nimdar taking the shots just off the crossbar. Fuzz gonna be wanting to turn into this, can't quite get it. Rapid Fire with possession, trying to put it middle. Shot coming in here, it's high, and they are committing for this play quite a bit. Not really hesitant on going up, and I honestly like that. Even though they're down 3, they're playing pretty dominantly right now. We'll see what happens throughout this. Little shot coming in here from Nimdar. Nothing too dangerous as of now. 3-0. A pretty dominant scoreline, but I don't think it necessarily reflects what this game has been. It's been pretty close for the most part. Just Rapid Fire not able to capitalize on those offensive opportunities, and again, I'm proven wrong. They get one shot, 23 seconds to go. They got to score 2 goals. Shay, do you think that they can do it?
I think that M22 is going to. So apparently, Rapid Fire Gaming and M22 Alpha played each other 2 weeks ago, and M22 beat them then.
Yeah, I mean, it adds up. The stats line up, and M22 Alpha honestly look pretty decent. Like they're getting some passes going. I could doing pretty good against N7 Phantoms, but they first got to get past this Rapid Fire team, and it's looking like they're going to be doing that. They get the first game in, and I'm pretty sure it's a best of 3. So if they win this next one, they'll go through to the main bracket. And you know, if we just look at these stats, M22, they have all the shots, and you know, Rapid Fire wasn't able to really make much of their shots. I honestly didn't really see anything significant from them. I mean, there were 2 times in which they had some pretty close goes at it. But M22 Alpha just looks like the more organized team, in my opinion. What do you think we can be expecting for this second game?
I think it might have like a similar result. I think we might be able to end it after 2 games, 2 out of 3.
Yeah, I honestly agree with that one. Alpha was looking pretty good. I think what we could be expecting is Rapid Fire goes into this game too, tries to be really, really aggressive. They get maybe 2 goals off the start, and then M22 reels it back in for the end, maybe into an overtime or just like a 3-2 situation. But I want to see a good match out of Rapid Fire. I think they're a pretty good team. But we'll see what goes down in this matchup. We start here with like I said, a pretty fast startup from Rapid Fire, trying to just cement M22 Alpha into their half, but Yoshi manages to get a big clear. But those boost steals are going to be really critical to try and keep that offense going. And so far, Rapid Fire has all the possession. I think what it will come down to is if Rapid Fire ends up overcommitting, and then M22 Alpha can just capitalize off of that. We saw that in their last goal, in which they overcommit, and then M22 Alpha was able to just get a pretty good recovery and a good transition into offense. And M22 Alpha getting some possession going right here. Shot coming in through, it hits the backboard. Another backboard, and a shot, and it's in. 1-0, 4 minutes left, and a good start from our guys in orange.
Wow.
Banging shot, 97 kilometers. Yeah. First time they're in the lead.
Good for them.
Good for them.
I wonder how long it'll last.
Oh, good clear
Should we count
coming
the
in.
seconds?
What was that?
The seconds until M22 like goes ahead of them
Pop
again.
off. No. I think they could take this. They're looking a lot more aggressive. I don't know. Maybe they're listening to me. Oh, and a double commit coming in.
They learned the first match.
Oh, I'm a little nervous. I'm honestly rooting for the underdog right here. You know, in the start I said that I think M22 is gonna take it. But I'm kind of just rooting for Rapid. You know, now they got that first goal going. They just gotta keep up the speed. Let's see what goes down. I mean, some demos coming in here from Yoshi. It's going to clear up the field a lot. Shot coming through. Yoshi going to try and put this in, and no need. It goes straight in. Nimdar gets the goal, and with 1 minute of play, 1 minute 11 precisely, M22 Alpha manages to tie up the score, and JX not really able to reach that one. What do you think? Do you think M22 Alpha is just going to pull through here and just start destroying, or does Rapid Fire snap back?
I think so. I was rooting for Rapid Fire initially, but now I switched to M22.
Oh, okay. Oh, and the face coming in. Oh no, this is not looking good for Rapid Fire.
Yeah.
Big shot coming through. Oh no, and they got caught in the corner. Every single time it's a corner mistake on the defense, a double commit, and then we have a player going for the boost, and that's just a free shot. And I think, in my opinion, that might just cement it. The morale is down. M22 Alpha was able to break down that speed, and I think we could be seeing like a 4-1 going into this. Unless they manage to tie it up right here with this double tap, and it's just off. Rapid Fire are just loving that post. They have a magnet to it. But yeah, it's looking like JX is like their more mechanical player. He's the one player that's kind of starting up the plays. And if we look over, it seems like he might be the C3. No, the C3 is Nita Pink, so I'm not really sure what his rank is. And a miss coming in here into the post again. That's not what you're gonna want to see here.
There's just some good saves.
Yeah, I mean, I think right now the star player for M22 Alpha is the post. They've been saved by it like 3 times now just in this one match. But will their luck run out? That's a big question, and oh no, the defensive errors. Their offense is good, but when it comes to defense, and we're just out of position. And that might do it. I mean, still got a whole minute left to go. A lot could happen in a minute, but
Unlikely.
Unlikely, yeah. I mean, Rocket League is such a momentum-based game, and now with M22 Alpha getting that momentum going, it might just be the end of the road for our guys over at Rapid Fire. At the 60-minute mark already. a double commit from Rapid Fire is going to give a easy clear for M22. Shot from GX, and he can't quite reach it. It's just they're off by so little. And that'll do it. 4-1. As I very proudly called it.
Wow.
And I don't know, does someone else get anything?
Like 35 seconds.
What are you thinking? One more goal from someone?
Oh, I think it'll just be a bunch of passing.
Bunch of midfield. I want to see a highlight in here. I want to see like a good double tap or something. All the goals have been pretty simple. We got pretty close to seeing a fake in that game 1. Oh, but it's just most of the mistakes from M22 were just off of like defensive, or most of the goals from M22 were from defensive mistakes from Rapid Fire. And as we hit 0 seconds, that's gonna be it. And M22 Alpha will be moving on to play N7 Phantoms in the main bracket. Man, honestly, a good match. I was hoping Rapid Fire could maybe take it to a game 3, but that will be it. End of the road for them, and I'm curious to see how M22 Alpha will do in the bracket.
Yeah, we'll see if they can progress even more.
Yeah.
After Rapid Fire. Indeed. So.
In the main tournament, yeah.
I think we're gonna start wrapping this up and prepare for the for the actual tournament. Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so. Thank.
Okay, so we're also having our power rankings. So we have a committee who ranks the teams that play in the tournaments. So you guys can check that out. I'm reading something else.
He's talking about the new group and how we're gonna do tournaments from now on, and how lower teams are gonna play on Saturday.
Luna, would you like to explain that?
Give me 1 second, sure. So with the new rendition of all these new teams, we have to make it so we have enough time for multiple teams to be playing. So lower half teams, you will be playing on Saturday. Get your games in for the round of 16 or round of 20, either or. And yep, you're more than welcome to join the Discord. I'll slide a link inside the chat. You can also do exclamation socials if it works at the current moment. Our bot's being a little bit of a butt right now. But from all that other things, all that aside, it's a great time here at Slips. Thank you so much for Farley and Shade actually casting this beautiful 2 matches. Or 3 matches, actually, sorry. The 1v1 Gauntlet and the M22 Alpha versus
Rapid Fire.
Rapid Fire, thank you. It's really hard to remember the teams that lose sometimes.
They just
if it's
after
like
they lose, they're irrelevant.
it's like a sweep too.
Oh well. Yeah. Happy to be here.
Of course, man.
But yeah, we can send it over to get into the main tournament. I'm really excited. I don't know who I have my money on. I'm hoping we get an underdog story. I'm always open for that. But yeah, I think that's all.
Right. Well, I want to thank specifically Felipe for stepping in today and helping out. But Shay, you did awesome as always. As always, you do. But Felipe,
Thank you,
so much for helping out.
Yeah, for sure.
But also that
Alright.
hair.
Thank you. I saw Nova was also loving it or hating it. I don't know. He was crying. He said felly hair and then with the crying emoji. So maybe he's not vibing with the middle part. I don't know. I'm digging it. I don't know. Yeah. As the day progresses, it gets a little better. But we'll see how that goes. So I'll keep you guys updated in the slips
On your
general
hair.
chat. Yeah. Some hair updates.
Great.
It's gonna dye its hair silver.
Yeah. All right.
Okay,
And
so stay tuned for the actual tournament in a few minutes. Bye.
bye.
Yes. Welcome back, Slips fans. Hope you guys are doing well. It is me, Croc, and we got Wallaby on the desk joining me for weekly tournament number 31. Wallaby, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great as always, Croc. I'm excited. There's tons of teams up in this tournament today, and we have amazing looking bracket ready for us this Sunday, so I'm excited to get right into it.
Well, speaking of brackets, let's go head over and take a look at it. Should have all of our teams lined up and ready to go for the round of 16, moving on into the later parts of the bracket. Inferno and Bad Players being your two teams with a bye this week. Let's take a look here. We've got Bad Players versus Tribe. Tribe, a new team, a collegiate team, correct, Wallaby, that you brought in?
That is correct, yep.
Yeah, so Bad Players going up against Tribe. Tribe, a little bit of a rough draw for their very first tournament, having to go up against not our reigning champs, but definitely a stronger team in Slips, as you'll see when we move on to the power rankings. Ethnic Babes, an old-time favorite of the Slips tournament, going up against Shady Souls, a new team that I'm not familiar with. M22 Original taking on Team Anarchy. N7 Phantoms taking on M22 Alpha after their big win over Rapid Fire Gaming. Inferno with their bye, going to take on OVK Hostility. Northern Shield against Aurora Esports. Northern Shield, a team that we haven't seen in a while, but definitely surprised us along with Iridescence way back in the day. And I think that I think that they're going to perform pretty well. I definitely have high hopes for their performance.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, so Northern Shield was somebody that was kind of up on our brackets despite not having really any huge wins to their name based off of the play that we saw in stream. So I really will be interested to see how they do, because if they're getting that win against Aurora Esports, they will potentially be going against a Salt and Pepper team that is actually, no, they won't be. They'll be going against Inferno. Sorry, you did say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I was looking at the bracket. My eyes are I wear glasses for this, doesn't always work.
No worries. And before chat comes and pillages my house for getting stuff wrong, Shady Shoals must have been before my time. Believe it or not, guys, I have not been here since the Slips creation. I've been here for like 4 months, right around 4 months, maybe a little less, 3.5 months. So some teams that were here way early, I'm gonna miss out on. Shady Shoals definitely not a team that I personally recognize, and especially when you said that they're the Eclipse Killers, I think I only got to see them once. I think I only got to see Eclipse once before they kind of fizzled out. But a team we're excited to have back, Salt and Pepper, team that went away probably for 5 or 6 weeks back to try and assert their dominance again. A1 squad. Oh, okay. Okay. Just all retired. Fair enough. Going up against an A1 squad with no MMR listed. Very interesting. We're going to have to see how that one goes. Have literally no information on the A1 squad here. And Doggers against M22 Synergy. But let's see if any of these teams on the bracket made it into our power rankings this week. See what the committee has deemed to be the most powerful teams on the Slips bracket currently. Coming in at our number 1 spot, we've got a 2K MMR team that took tourney gold last week. They're not going to be playing in this tournament, as well as the Dudes, another 2K team, taking second place in last week's tournament. Inferno, our champions from the week before last, taking that number 3 spot, and Bad Players the number 4 spot. That is why they have retained buys for this tournament, didn't have to play a qualifying match. Hold My Rice, the surprise team, not going to be playing this week as well, but did very well in the bracket last week. Gonna have to look forward to seeing them again. M22 Original and the Doggers at the 6 and the 7 spot. I don't think many people will disagree that those two teams are very close in skill and probably could have been interchangeable. We got M22 Original and the Doggers both on the bracket this week, as well as M22 Alpha. Midwest Gaming and Iridescence both not making an appearance on the bracket this week, I believe, unless Midwest Gaming was there and I just missed it.
No, they did have to cancel, I think.
Okay, I thought so as well.
Yeah, they were in the qualifiers. Unfortunately, they did have to end up forfeiting. But yeah, I mean, as we're looking at these teams right now, there are definitely some missing ones, but Inferno, Bad Players, both teams that we know are more than capable of putting down some damage. They're going we have some of our new teams that will be facing up against them. So it's going to be really interesting to see how those teams end up scoring up against them. M22 Alpha, we did just see on stream, I'm pretty sure with the pre-show, they were able to beat out Rapid Fire Gaming, and they will be slotting into that N7 Phantoms match. N7 Phantoms, somebody who kind of were upset by Hold My Rice in a previous tournament. So right now, I'm really interested to see how well they do in this first round of 16, maybe kind of a little bit of a curse for them right now. We'll see if they're able to step up. Hold My Rice, of course, is significantly better than I think their MMR did state. So we were not really able to get a complete, it was an upset, but maybe not quite as much as we thought it was. But regardless, some really solid teams here, and I think there are some new teams that can definitely put up a fight against our kind of reigning teams currently holding over this bracket in Bad Players and Inferno. And I'm really glad to see some teams that, again, before my time, even some before your time, that are coming back, that are trying to essentially get their name back there, up there at the top in these Slips tournaments. So I'm really excited to see what happens here, Croc.
Me too, but we are ready, I believe, to move on into the first match of the day. We're going to be bringing you Ethnic Babes versus Shady Shoals on that top part of the bracket. Got the players all in the lobby. I think they're just waiting on our go-ahead. Oh, man. If you're waiting on Wallaby and I to finish talking, you're going to be here for a while.
It's our job not to, Croc.
Anyways, we're going to have Ethnic Babes here in the blue, Shady in the orange, Iota, Kyle, and Wally for orange, and Tries Incredible, Aowen, and Giaggio on Ethnic Babes for blue. So let's go ahead and get into the action. Clock counts down. The cars are able to go off onto the kickoff. Iota, a little bit of a DC issue here possibly for Aowen. Seeing if he gets back going or if we're going to need a reset here, but it looks like he has fixed whatever issue he was having and is moving around the pitch. Tries Incredible, going for a back pass to Giaggio here. Pops it up for himself, gets beat out by Kyle, though. Kyle really wanting the Bagel Queen snap, as evidenced by the name out here. Shay, you're going to have to at least give him credit. He's not afraid to ask. Kyle here with an opportunity on net, going for a bump play. Giaggio avoids the bump and makes the save. Iota not going to be getting a goal that easily here against this Ethnic Babes team. Now Wally puts it off to the right side, looking for the pinch back out to center. Doesn't quite get the touch he wanted, but Kyle can follow it up. Gets it into the center, tries. Incredible, does defend that pretty well. And a bump coming out does take Iota off of the pitch. First minute of play, I would definitely have to say Shady has the advantage in this game. But at the same time, it kind of looks like Ethnic Babes is playing a park the bus style of game, where they just absorb the pressure and take their opening whenever they see it, but they aren't trying anything too risky or too forward at the moment.
Yeah, certainly. It's going to be interesting to see how they're able to kind of come back. They're not really, it's like you said, they're definitely playing a lot more defensively. Right now you see 3 people going back towards defense when the ball's going towards their net, but they're really clearly capable of kind of recovering and getting back to that defensive slot. I think that they're a little bit confident in that recovery, but right now it's going to show the punish for that type of play as Kyle just gets full control of this ball off of that looked like 50 there. And unfortunately, Aowen was just not able to really get there, kind of sitting down at that back post and really vulnerable at that situation. First goal to Shady Shoals and Croc. To me, it's really not that surprising based off this play currently.
Yeah, not surprising to me either. Aowen almost getting there in time for the save. Just I think maybe he launched a little too far forward and not enough up. And as we say that, we do get the tying goal here from Tries Incredible. Nice angle. Aowen comes in for the fake air pinch. Kyle whiffs on the ball, reading the air pinch. Iota creeps up away from the far post, and that's going to leave the entire other side of the net open. Tries Incredible, good placement there to get the ball in the net.
Yeah, just Iota stuck a little bit, I think, kind of moving forwards. Wasn't really expecting that second touch. And right out the gate, kickoff comes out, and it does look like Ethnic Babes maybe kind of woke up a little bit. They're a little bit more aggressive here in these midfield and offensive plays.
Yeah, it's going to have to see if they can step it up a little bit, and it does look like they are. 2 demos coming out there, a little bit more aggressive here from Ethnic Babes, which is what we like to see. Giaggio going up for the early shot. No one really there to support him. Iota is going to absolutely destroy Tries Incredible going for that ball. A little bit of a slow play there from Ethnic Babes. but now a 2-on-1 opportunity, pops it over one. Can he get it centered? No, Iota with a great defensive play there to get it to the outside. Aowen tries to get it center as well. Kyle's going to send it away. Good defensive play here from the Shady Shoals. And now they're going to turn it into a counterattack. A little bit of a mistouch there, sends the ball straight into the car of Giaggio. Gets a little bit of control. Aowen off the backboard. Iota with a nice touch there and the good follow-up from Wally. If that follow-up wasn't there from Wally, definitely a goal coming in for Tries Incredible. These players are all really good. I believe Ethnic Babes are all SSLs as well. I'm not sure about Shady Shoals. I know Kyle has the SSL tournament winner. Tries and Aowen both have the Supersonic Legend tag. So it's I'm not quite sure, but a good goal there coming in off the misread from the back wall. Looks like someone was up to try and touch it to the outside, but there was just a failed touch, or he just sent it straight back. I think Kyle did actually get the touch on it, but unfortunately Tries Incredible sitting right there above the goalie box, able to slam that one home.
Yeah, really nobody there in the midfield there to kind of contest. They got caught a little bit flat-footed, it looked like. I mean, at that point, it's the speed difference is definitely coming out. I think it's just coming out really quick. They're getting good pass plays, and right now you can see the punishment that's coming out. Aowen off of the pass there from it looks like Trizen. Just great play here so far, and Iota just kind of looks stuck. Hit a little bit of a backboard trip, and not a whole lot you can do. I mean, that was very clean from Ethnic Babes, and right now they are definitely coming out with some style and some passing plays, which Croc, we do love to see passing plays. It's probably one of our more favorite plays to see.
Oh, of course. Everyone loves to see an infield pass.
Yeah.
You know, everyone, if you want to see a nice little flip reset, musty double tap, you can go watch the RLCS. We like to see infield passes, you know? I think there's actually only been 2 flip reset goals that have been done on stream here for Slips. One coming out from a Northern Shields player, and I can't remember for the life of me where the other one came out. I just remember either Northern Shields or Iridescence came out and just absolutely blew us away. I don't know if you remember that game or not.
Oh yeah, I mean I do. They are on the power rankings for a long time for a reason.
Yeah,
they were incredible teams. But yeah, I mean flip resets when you get into kind of higher level play. If you're not at that pro level, it can be really difficult. And we have had RLCS pros here on Slip Stream that still haven't done it themselves. So if it's showing you the level of play that some of these teams have, if that doesn't show it to you, then I don't know what else would. But regardless, as far as it goes for our favorite plays, gotta be pass plays and demo plays. We like some physicality on top of it.
Oh yeah, but another thing it goes to show too is that for those of you who are trying to come up in the rankings and face some of these powerhouse teams, you don't have to learn those fancy mechanics in order to compete. Mm-hmm. You see, I mean, this game has been mostly demos, fast aerials, and just solid touches. You got to get the power and precision behind your touches and a little bit of speed as well, and you can compete with these teams. And it looks like we're going to have Ethnic Babes getting a goal for the road. Trizo not able to put it on net, though, after the missed hit from Giaggio. They do end up getting it in the net. Aowen coming in for the third man. Just a little top left corner there, a little bit higher off the top left corner. Aowen beats everybody, slots it right into the top right corner instead of above it. And that is going to be a 4-1 win for Ethnic Babes here in Game 1, taking the first game of the series.
Yeah, and based off what you're seeing here, Croc, as the ball does come down off the kickoff, what does Shady Shoals need to do to be able to meet Ethnic Babes, who's clearly a much faster team than them right now?
They just kind of need to play the way they did when they got their first goal. It's almost like they got their first goal and then kind of sat back a little bit, and that's when Ethnic Babes pounced. Ethnic Babes, if I remember correctly, is a team full of once players that came together to play in slips. So they're not very cohesive as a threes team if you put the right pressure on them. I would say probably don't get caught in 1v1s against Ethnic Babes, obviously. Definitely going to have to play really good shadow defense whenever you're going to challenge the ball instead of just rotating back as some people would do. And make them, like, instead of challenging the ball per se, make them make a play that would involve a teammate, whether that's making Ethnic Babes get a passing play, making them uncomfortable with their mechanics by either fake challenging or challenging quicker than they would expect you to. But Ethnic Babes, very, very skilled team, definitely going to have to be a little bit of a gameplay change coming out for Shady if they want to take game 2.
Yeah, I agree, and so we'll see if they're able to do it here in game 2 as we get onto the pitch. Currently, Ethnic Babes is up 1-0 in this best of 3 for our round of 16. We're interested to see how these teams respond to that first win as we get into the game 2.
Tries Incredible Wally come together on the kickoff. Giaggio off the left wall, going to be looking to get it centered out for a teammate here. No, going for the solo play, and that's kind of what I'm talking about. You know, Giaggio, normally people are looking for a pass there. Giaggio from Ethnic Babes looking to get that air dribble onto net. Challenged early, good defense there by Shady Shoals. And, I mean, that's kind of exactly what I was just talking about. They're going to go for solo plays. Make sure you make them make a team play. AO and now up on the sidewall. Going to be popping this one off the back wall. Wally there to play defense. Tries Incredible. Going to miss the pre-flip on that one. But Giaggio does meet them in midfield. Gets the ball popped up. AO and just they're speedy as could be. Gets the ball back into the orange zone for offensive pressure. And a shot opportunity here as Iota misses it off the back wall. And, oh, man. If you're Iota, you're kicking yourself for that one. That's truly, truly unfortunate. I'm retired. It's okay. Yeah. A little bit of a flub there, but that's all right.
Yeah, I mean, those are tough. You're coming off the backboard. I mean, I think at this level you would expect to get that, but at the same time, you know, a whiff could be worse. There are worse whiffs than coming off the backboard there. But right at the gate, yeah, like you said, you know, Shady Shoals did come out with a little bit of. With a lot more speed. They were challenging early, but right now, Ethnic Babes just clearly showing their speed, and they're bumping, they're boost stealing. You can tell right now, Shady Shoals is so low on boost. They can't really get up into the air to meet them. They can't get up onto the backboard to play a defense there. But right now, I mean, they're trying their best to get it to a counterattack. Ooh, I thought that was kind of close. But yeah, Croc. Right now, it's gonna be really tough. I think for Shady Shoals here to take this game too.
I think so as well. And to mention what you said about, or to build on rather, what you said about the boost, people don't understand how low on boost in these high lobbies you get. Those little pads that none of you ever pick up in your Rocket League games, yeah, that's right. I'm talking to you. Those are gone in GC lobbies. They will if you're driving around with 100 boosts in the offensive zone and you're about to drive over a small pad, they will literally tap the boost button so they suck up the small pad. You should expect to never have any boost. You got to very proactively go get boost. What an absolute beauty of a goal here from Tries Incredible. As goes up the wall, meets it on the corner.
Oh my! I mean, that's fast.
that's fast and that's powerful.
Goodness, I mean that shows you. Like, I think if you're Shady Shoals there, I mean. It's hard to expect players to get up there that fast when you're not used to that. That was a really great shot there by Tryson.
Tries Incredible now trying to get another play going. Wally defends it well, sends it back into the blue half of the field. Giaggio, first one to that ball. And now Kyle up off the ceiling, does get a good pressure touch. Wally not going to be able to make contact on it, bump on his way out. But the flip reset coming out. AO and May get a flip reset goal here off the dunk. Not quite, you know, like the no-bounce flip reset goal, but hey, there was a flip reset in there. We'll give it to him.
And
that was a very stylish play.
It got it over Iota. The flip reset had value. And
yeah, it wasn't just there to be there.
Right. But I mean, regardless, though, that was a very pretty looking goal. And right now, I think Babes is feeling it. I think get into the halfway mark in game 2, a 3-0 victory, and it doesn't even feel that close to me right now here, Croc.
And it's a little tough to watch, because we know how good the Shady Shoals team is, considering that they were the Imperium team. So it's tough to see Imperium falling in this way. Giaggio is going to sneak one in there. I think it was Iota, just wasn't able to make it back quite in time for the save. But no, it was Kyle. Just not back quite in time.
That was close.
Yeah, sends it into the post, but the ball does bounce in. But I mean, this is not a 4-0 victory that a lot of people would have expected, I don't think. Mm-hmm. Very good play from Ethnic Babes here to secure all of these goals. But yeah, it's maybe another one here.
Oh, that was gonna be salty. That was shady. Yeah. Shady. The Salty Shores thing's gonna give me.
Salty Shores. Everyone's favorite Rocket League map, Salty Shores.
Yeah, certainly.
Yeah, You can quote us on that. And there's a goal for Shady Shoals here. Iota puts one in with 1:44 left to play. little bit of a rough touch from Giaggio there. Aowen having to half flip back to get there. And just a big bang from Iota, finds the right post and bounces right back in.
Yeah, I will say, a minute 44, it's definitely doable with 3 goals. You're just going to, but at this point, if you're Shady Shores, you're going to have to come out with essentially no hesitation. You need to come out with full speed, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You just need to go. I mean, at this point, because we're getting to the minute 30 mark, Ethnic Babes are not going to sit back idly and let you do this as clearly as being shown here when they're on offense right now. But regardless, I thought it was about to be a goal. Regardless, though, I do think this is a good response by Shady Shores. Something that's going to be, it shows a little bit more indicative of their actual skill level.
I don't know if you realize it, but you said Shady Shores.
Jeez. I'm trying so hard. They got me with the name. The name is it's tough.
No, good play though from Ethnic Babes here late in the game. That's unfortunately gonna be a save by Wally. I was already casting the goal there, but what an absolute beauty of a save from Wally. Gets back on the goal line, sends that ball away. Tries incredible now, going to be in a 1v1 against Wally. Goes for the 360 drift dribble. Beats him. Can he beat Iota too with the fake and puts it in? It is 5-1 for Ethnic Babes.
That is tough. Tryson is just playing with his food right now. Oh my goodness, Wally. I mean, not a whole lot Wally can do in that situation. The 360 kind of, it looks like a 360 power slide coming out of Tryson, then followed by the fake. And I mean, that is tough. And something I do want to mention here, Croc, as we do get to the 30-second mark at a 5-1 victory, it does look like it will be going over to Ethnic Babes for the Game 2 and the series. But regardless, something I do want to mention I think that's very important for this tournament, that's very unique, is that some of the MMRs are not going to be fully indicative of the skill levels of some of these teams. The new season started, and we did try to use the best MMRs that we had. But at the same time, some of these MMRs that you see on the bracket are going to be off. You see an Ethnic Babes team who, with 2 SSLs from season 2, clearly, and they are clearly showing that they are capable of that. This is a team that is definitely way up there in skill level and will be a contender, I think, in the quarterfinals to the semifinals and potentially even the finals, depending on who they match up against. So I just want everybody who's watching this Slips tournament for this week, do keep in mind the MMRs are going to be a little bit wonky for this one.
That they are, especially as I was talking about with Ethnic Babes, 3 ones players that have come together to form a 3s team. So I don't think they play 3s ranked as much. So their 3s MMR definitely could be a little deceptive. But they do take the win here over the Shady Shoals, 2-0 in the series. MVP for me has to go to Tries Incredible. Absolutely cracked mechanically and speed-wise. I don't think you're going to disagree with me. I don't think anyone in chat's going to disagree with me. The discussion is closed.
It's not even a question anymore. Yeah. It's just, this is the MVP as stated by the Cork.
But let's go ahead and take a look at the bracket, see where Ethnic Babes are going to be headed off to play. And we got an Inferno versus Northern Shield matchup coming your way next as well. Going to be a really exciting matchup. You're definitely not going to want to miss this one. Inferno, number 3 on our power rankings versus Northern Shield. Very strong team. Believe that they're going to give Inferno some trouble here. Inferno, usually a team that you just kind of expect to make it to the semis at least, and usually to the grand finals. I hesitate to say that anyone has a free pass to the grand finals, but Inferno, one of those teams that you usually just expect to see in the semis at least.
Yeah, certainly. And I mean, right now we have some. These are some spicy matchups. Like Bad Players, Ethnic Babes, Salt and Pepper down at the bottom is going to potentially be going up against the winner of Doggers and M22 Synergy. We do expect Doggers to win that, but again, crazier things have happened. And Seven Phantoms will go against the winners of Team Anarchy, a team I think pretty certain is new, correct? That we have not seen here before.
New to me, at least.
Yeah, new to us. Against an M22 original team that we definitely know has some firepower, but again, have been struggling a little bit recently. So it'll be interesting to see what happens within these. I do want to say that I do have some insider info that Bad Players versus Tribe was a 2-1 victory for Bad Players that went into overtime.
Wow.
For Game 3. So they went. The Tribe team that they did end up playing was again this is a team I did bring in. They were a solid team for them, so I do not think that Ethic Babes will have an advantage going into that match with potentially a better warm up in that game. Round of 16, because bad players certainly had a run for their money there in the round of 16.
Yeah, that's very interesting here. Gonna definitely be excited to see Tribe later on in these later tournaments. But for now, let's focus on Inferno, Northern Shield, Gator, Neb, and oh shit. Oh man.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I wish I could.
I'm gonna get yelled at later in the team chat for this one. Jordan, of course. Oh god. Yeah, I'm getting yelled at in the team chat later for that
Jordan,
one.
we didn't mean
for Inferno. And then for Northern Shield, we've got Dewey, Steel, and Hellcat. I believe Dewey was the one that hit the flip reset goal. Am I correct?
The
mechanical genius is Dewey.
I do want to agree with you. And I'm wondering, we saw Dewey and Hellcat. Did we see Steel as their third?
Steel was the one who hit the flip reset, I'm pretty sure, actually. Steel was definitely on the field. Dewey was definitely on the field. Hellcat is the one that I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure he was.
I'm certain Hellcat was. Again,
okay,
right,
yeah, then
sorry, Northern Shield, we don't mean it. We have bad memories.
Yeah.
Sometimes animals don't have the best.
We do have animal-sized brains, that's for sure. Yeah. Either way, I have got my money here on Inferno. They've been here plenty of times before. They proved their consistency. They've been on stream plenty of times as well. Mm-hmm. Northern Shield, a team I don't know as much about. Not sure if they're used to being on stream, being spectated. And that's something that a lot of people take for granted. Your performance is much different when you're being watched and casted. So it could be a difference maker for Northern Shield. I don't think so. They played just fine whenever we casted them before, dropping a very close series to the Iridescence. Stayed on our power rankings for like 3 weeks, even though they weren't participating. That's how good this team is. So definitely could give Inferno a run for their money. I'm thinking Inferno in 3.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you here, Croc. And Inferno, a team that currently they do hold third on our power rankings, but I'll have everybody know that the first and second team are not in this tournament. And not only that, the first and second team, Yamaha and the Dudes, are 2,000 MMR plus teams. So they to be within that company is, I mean, that's some very high level company to be a part of. So I do think that Inferno takes this in 3. But again, I think that Northern Shield certainly has the capability over a lot of potential teams in this tournament to give us a little bit of a surprise here in this quarterfinal matchup.
Yeah, it's very interesting to see this matchup so early on. I think that this was probably like a semifinal matchup here, in my opinion, which is just, it goes to what we were talking about earlier, is we're looking for a better way to get these tournaments organized for you and seeded, so that way we do make sure that matchups, the greatest matchups are coming to you in the finals, of course, which is going to be, I think, bad players from the top side of the bracket versus either Inferno or Salt and Pepper from the bottom side of the bracket. But it's also a testament to the skill of the teams that are just coming in. We almost had bad players go to an overtime in a Game 3 series in round of 16. We have Inferno versus Northern Shield in our quarterfinals. Like, when you bring in all of these good teams, you're going to start seeing these matchups earlier on, which is great. I remember back in the days when I first got here, sometimes our round of 16 and quarterfinal games could be very one-sided affairs. One team clearly better than the other, but now we've just got these powerhouses that we get to watch going at it as early as the round of 16, and it's really fun to watch.
Yeah. I'm definitely really excited. I mean, an Ethic Babes versus Shady
Shoals. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm all messed up now. An Ethic Babes versus Shady Shoals matchup is definitely significantly better than a round of 16 that we're used to seeing. Usually they tend to be pretty one-sided affairs. So, like you said, I am personally very happy to see these matchups going on this soon. Again, we think Inferno is going to be taking this in a 3-1 victory, but as we get into Game 1, we will see how this goes. This is going to be our first quarterfinal matchup of the night, and we will see how this goes. Take it away, Croc.
All right, Inferno in blue, Northern Shield in orange. Early opportunity here for the orange side. Dewey, Hellcat, and Steel playing for Northern Shield, and Gator, Jordan, and Neb for Inferno. matching the tail of the tape. No subs in today. All the starters on the field. And Steele's got an awkward touch that's going to leave the ball up for Neb. Dewey, however, there to play defense. Jordan collects it, starting another offensive play here. Tries to get it into the middle, beat by Steele. Is that Alpha Boost that I saw? I think those are Alpha Boosts. That's pretty nice to see some Alpha Boost going on. There's just, some flexing going on.
Yeah, they're serious. But, they're Rocket Leaguers.
Dewey with a good save there off of Gator's attempt. Now Steele puts it down into the corner for the orange side. Dewey pops it out to the center. Hellcat with an opportunity, not going to be able to get it on net. Now we've got Jordan with a good save there. Dewey, however, going to cut that one out. And, Wallaby, I'm actually going to have to let you take it away. I have to step away for just 1 second, but I will be right back.
Yeah, certainly. 3:50 remaining in this game as it looks like shots coming out from Jordan, trying to get into that right side, but not able to do so. Gator's going to pick up the attempted clear from Steele. He does get 50'd up there at the top of the net, and it's going to be going over to the blue side, at the blue half of Inferno. They're going to be taking control of the ball, trying to get past this defense of Northern Shield, but not able to do so currently. Hellcat trying to take control of the ball, not able to do so. Steele is going to pop it over to Dewey, and then also stays right there at the near post. A little bit dangerous, it looks like, for Northern Shield here, but they're able to clear it away. Met into the middle by Gator is Hellcat. Jordan going to be trying to take that up. Neb's going to be moving forward, but Steele's going to beat them to the ball. Not able to really follow that up, though, kind of a little bit far for a first touch. Hellcat does whiff there. That's going to give Neb an opportunity. Passes out towards mid, but it is cleared away. Hellcat then dunks Jordan trying to control that ball, and it looks like it'll be Northern Shield coming up on an offensive attack, but Gator takes control of it. It's going to be bringing it back down for a counterattack opportunity. Northern Shield is moving back, trying to get onto defense. They're able to do so. Steele going to try to control this hit from Neb. Is not able to get a really good touch. Gator's going to be putting it over towards the net. Jordan takes it. It's going to off the side wall. It's going to drop down, and Neb is going to get the first goal of the game. We get all the way to the 240 mark before the first goal comes out, but it is Inferno taking goal one. Neb off of a beautiful pass from Jordan. Hellcat not able to really get there for defense, and that's 1-0 with 2:40 remaining. Find Dewey and Gator meeting at the kickoff. We're going to see if Northern Shield is able to respond here. Neb kind of a little bit of a fake. Gator's going to be following it up. Neb instead takes it away. Gator goes for the bump, but Dewey's already there to play defense. Steele comes up, controls the ball on the left side here, gets a little bit of a touch out. Hellcat's not able to beat Gator, and instead Neb's going to be coming down. Only one defender is Dewey, and Dewey's able to meet the challenge. Does get a clear out. Hellcat's going to help with a little bit of a pop. Steele's going to come in, put it back down to those nets. A tough shot, or save rather, for Gator off of a good shot, but able to do so. Clears it away. Jordan's going to pick up that hit from Gator, going to be bringing it back down to the other side of the field. Neb's going to be hitting off to the corner. Gator's going to come in for the shot, going to go with the backboard. Jordan's going to go up, he's going to get a touch, and it's going to go down. That's goal number 2 for Inferno. And right now, Northern Shield is just getting absolutely destroyed here on the offensive side by Inferno. Hellcat able to get over there again, unfortunately, trying to get off that back post and get to the save. And that will be 2-0 for Inferno with a minute 54. And I do believe, yeah, we have Croc coming back here, and Croc right away.
Goal to see.
Yeah, and right now you'll see that Inferno again. They're taking a third goal here from Jordan off of what looked like kind of a kickoff situation. Steele doesn't really have a whole lot of a boost to get into a good shot or opportunity to save this out. But right now 3-0 for Inferno, and as you can see, Croc, definitely a little bit one-sided so far in this game.
Yeah, a little one-sided here. 3-0 with a minute 41 remaining. Not something that we expected to see on the desk for sure. And I don't think Northern Shield expected it very much either. So they're going to be looking to step it up a little bit and bring this game a little closer and maybe take game 2. As I say that, Hellcat comes screaming in and throws one into the bottom left corner. Very quick goal here. Good pass from Dewey off the back wall. Neb caught in the middle of the net. Unfortunately, not able to turn around in time. Hellcat slams that one home for some pretty flowers and butterflies for everybody.
We do like flowers and butterflies. Really good response there by Northern Shield. Unfortunately, still there with the backflip, but they do have an opportunity here with Hellcat off the kickoff. But right now, it's just going to be Northern Shield trying to come out quick and fast, and you're going to have to be really efficient with your shots at this point. But you can't extend too far because Inferno will punish you if you have your third back a little bit out of position here.
Yeah, unfortunately for Northern Shield, I think they're going to have to start playing a little bit more aggressive, a little more risky, but not to where they should be double committing in the net like that. But 2 goals in a minute, definitely doable. But for these two teams, you know, good defense from Inferno for sure. It's going to be tough to get 2 goals on them in under 60 seconds here. But Dewey starting an offense play here. Demo coming out from Jordan is going to help out their side a little bit. Trying to put it back in now. Steele coming in for Northern Shield. Pop off the back wall. Hellcat there for the shot. Beats Neb air, and that is a 1-goal game. Good play.
Wow. Beautiful pass there from Steele. It looks like I couldn't tell who was on the other wall. It looked like Jordan, actually. Jordan not really able to get a whole lot of control of that ball, and that was a very important goal number 2 with 34 seconds left, and this has turned into a little bit of a game here, Krog.
It's again, I didn't think anyone expected the 3-0 scoreline, and Northern Shield wasn't happy with it, so they've decided to do their best to correct it. Still might end up a 3-2 game here as the clock winds down, 15 seconds left to play, but we have seen 0-second goals here before. Popped by Hellcat in the offensive zone, not going to be enough. Neb now not going to be able to reach that ball. Had plenty of boosts, looks like it was just a misread. Steele pops it away. Gator not going to be able to make it to that one. Dewey now with control, 1 second left, pops it for Hellcat in the center. A little bit of a whiff there, maybe reading the 50 off of Jordan's touch. Steele now off the side wall. Gator pops it back into the middle. Steele keeps it alive. Hellcat should be able to pop that one. Unfortunately, way too horizontal, and that ball will die in front of the orange net. So we've got Inferno taking game 1 here, 3-2. Good play. Northern Shield definitely the better team in the last minute and a half.
Yeah.
So it's going to be an interesting game too.
Almost the whole game that you watch, I think Northern Shield was the better team. But right now, Inferno, they came out really strong, really fast. Definitely, I think, surprised Northern Shield, which is surprising because Inferno's actually the team that didn't have the warm-up going into this. They did not have a qualifier match. Northern Shield did. But Inferno did look like the more warmed-up team, in my opinion, going into this first game. But regardless, Dewey was 6 saves. In fact, 10 saves on the side of Northern Shield. I mean, the shot line, too, 16 shots to 2. So at that point, you know, it's like Hellcat, he had 100% shooting percent. Actually, 100% shooting percentage from Northern Shield as a team. That's really not going to be consistently there. So I definitely think we're going to need a little bit more speed and a little bit more consistency, especially I think with those defensive rotations coming out of them in order to maybe potentially come back and take this game 2 from Inferno.
Yeah, it's I was going to mention that the 2 goals, it's definitely just not going to be enough off of 2 shots, especially against this Inferno team. You're going to have to send more shots at the net if you want to score.
Yeah, certainly. But we're going to be getting into game 2. Inferno is going to be up 1-0 matching this. And as we get forward, it's going to be Hellcat and Neb meeting in the middle. And we will see if Northern Shield is able to respond here in this game number 2. Take it away, Croc.
Yeah, Hellcat starting off early here in the corner, gets the ball centered out. Rough touch by Gator, is going to leave it just sitting in front of the net for Dewey. Slams it home for the first goal of the game. Just 12 seconds into the game as well.
Yeah, I mean, Dewey, great shot, great read off of what was a little bit of a confusing mix-up there over in the corner, and it will be goal number 1 towards Northern Shield. Definitely something really important, I think, for them to get momentum moving into this game, too.
Oh, for sure, and Steele here now with a little bit of fancy pants moves. Not going to be able to get it on net. Good play by Neb to get it away. Ball going back the other way for the blue team. Neb now off the little bit of a fake by Gator. Tries to put it on net. Not going to find the inside of the post. Steele pops the ball out to the center for Dewey. Not going to be able to get there in time. Good defense from Inferno and possibly an own goal situation here, but a good touch does send the ball to the corner. Dewey now is just going to let Neb have that one for free. Fakes it. Lets Gator come in and take it into the corner. Hellcat's there. Doesn't get the boost as Gator grabs it. A little bit of a double commit in the corner there for Inferno. Hellcat pops one out for Steele. Steele now has control on the side wall. Inferno really just kind of on the back foot right now. Gator with a good save and away. Neb takes the ball up the right side wall, trying to get it by Steele. No boost, isn't going to be able to get there in time. Gator does come in and pick up the pieces, though. Steele now. on the defensive half of the field. Hellcat trying to get it by Neb. Neb pops it back towards the net. Gator, this is a possible attacking opportunity for Inferno. Passes the center for Jordan. Jordan just can't find the net. That is truly unfortunate there. Jordan with a really, really great opportunity. Has to get it on net. Neb, however, comes in and finishes his opportunity. Rough touch by Hellcat here. Gator, good challenge off the back wall. Neb flying there, just way too speedy. Slams that home.
And Neb passing over to Jordan was like, "Look, man, you got to put that in. That's a great pass." So he decides to just kind of go over and do it himself. Great shot there off of what was essentially kind of, like you said, just kind of a little bit of an unfortunate 50 and 1-1 here. Inferno take that goal back, and we'll see how Northern Shield is able to respond to this with 3:20 left in this game too, correct?
Yeah, 3:15 left now. Score locked at 1-1. Plenty of time left to play. Hellcat's going to be the first one to that ball. Pops it over for Dewey. Dewey misreads the roll up the wall. I hate it when that happens. Hits the bottom corner. You think it's going to roll up the wall, and it just bounces straight out. It makes you feel so stupid, too.
It's like, man,
it's just
I swear I play this game.
Oh, man. It makes me feel better that even SSLs do that, though.
Oh, yeah.
Now I have an excuse. Next time my teammate flames me for it, I'll be like, listen, I saw an SSL do that on Sunday.
I've seen in overtime RLCS players miss those. So at the end of the day, we're just like them, right?
Yeah, right. We're just like RLCS players. Couldn't have said it better myself. Hellcat with a whip there looks just like an RLCS player. Gator is going to be credited with the goal there. Neb with the fancy flying can't get there, or Jordan with the fancy flying couldn't get there in time to get the ball away from Gator. So Gator's going to steal that goal away.
Yeah, I mean. That's tough. Hellcat with no boost. It bounced, I think, a little bit higher than he was expecting. But, I mean, if you're going to want to take out Inferno, number 3 on the power rankings, the unfortunate reality is you just really can't have whiffs like that. But regardless, Hellcat will be taking the ball down towards the offensive side, trying to make up for his mistake, which I'm sure we don't really need to state because he probably is very aware of it. But regardless, we'll see.
You think he knows he made a mistake? Are you sure?
You never know. I mean, I think the higher up you get, sometimes they don't always think so. But like I'm a champ, dude. What am I? I don't know.
Honestly, though, what it really was just a really good fake, and he just didn't have a teammate behind him. It was really the third man's fault. Double commit there is going to lead to a goal, though. That's rough.
Yeah,
really rough double commit, and then steal with a rough clutch. Like you couldn't even try to make that shot again in like 15 hours of gameplay.
Hey man, these guys train every day. They're fully aware of how to hit that shot every time, I swear.
Yeah, that was two rough goals there, and then another one with just no one in net. 3 empty net goals for Inferno here.
I will say, I mean, that's a great touch by Jordan, but if you're Northern Shield, 1 time is luck. Right? 2 times is okay. That's really unlucky. When you have an open net for a 3rd time, at this point, something's going on, right? And we did, I mentioned that their defensive rotations looked really shaky in Gator. I mean in Northern Shield's defense, that was a beautiful pass.
Yeah, right.
That's a beautiful pass. Jordan coming off the ceiling, passes down to Gator. Gator's right there. Neb, it looked like got a little bit of a bump, I think, on whoever was there in the net. That's just a beautiful play. I do not think that if you're Northern Shield, you should be hurting from that. But regardless, I mentioned that there was some shaky defensive rotational play in game 1, and I think right now this is kind of what's happening. Again, like that's just a bad touch. You don't have a teammate able to get there. Who was it? Steel comes forward and Hellcat.
People.
Yeah, and Steel's touch, not great. Okay.
Yeah.
But if you're Hellcat, you've got to trust that a touch is coming. Hellcat was following through and was going with him the whole time, and it just left the net wide open. I mean, 1 bad touch, this is what Northern Shield's doing. They're leaving themselves in situations where 1 bad touch is an immediate goal. And so when those bad touches start happening over and over again, or they get forced out, you're going to have more situations where it's just pure open net goals. And right now, I think that's what is happening in Northern Shield here in this game too.
Yeah. And Dewey going for a little bit of a double tap on his own goal. They know that this game's over.
Yeah.
Truly unfortunate. And like the thing is too with Inferno, whenever they're on, they're on. They're a freaking train wreck. Or not a train wreck, they're a train wrecking you. Sorry. I went for like some sort of analogy there. Normally they work out well for me. Even if the first part like doesn't, I usually fix it pretty quick. I'm not even going to try to make an excuse for that one. That one was just bad. You'll have to forgive me, chat. Hussein, I'll expect, my meeting after work. I'm going to get reprimanded for that one.
Oh,
but
man,
no, when Inferno is really on, they're on. And when you mix a very well-oiled Inferno machine with a shaky defensive rotational performance that Northern Shield has put on in Game 2, it's going to be ugly.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they came out early looking pretty strong, but right now I think towards the middle of that game, it kind of fell apart. Inferno showed the consistency that they do have, and that's going to be a 2-0 for Inferno. And honestly, I thought it was going to be a lot closer. Croc, I think we both did. We both went for the three game Inferno victory, right? So Inferno, wow, that's true. 3 goals to 1 shot for Gator.
300% shooting accuracy.
He says 300%. I'm pretty sure that's infinite, if I'm correct, right?
That's just 300%.
Oh, that would be if it was 0 shots. Yeah.
Yeah, if it was 0 shots, it would be infinite. Yeah.
Look, that's not.
I like math. I know I'm a lawyer, but I like math. Gator definitely my MVP of that series matchup. Moving on to the semifinals now. Let's go ahead and give you guys a look at the bracket, see who they're going to be facing in the semifinals. Looks like we also have Bad Players versus M22 Original for the semifinals. Bad Players beating Ethnic Babes and moving on. Not 100% sure on the M22 Original N7 Phantoms matchup. We'll have to get some confirmation there. But let's go ahead and take a look at this bracket and see exactly where everybody's sitting. What's your key to beating this Inferno team? This Inferno team has just been on fire for the past couple of weeks, and the only team that has been able to beat them has been Bad Players and the dudes, or not the dudes. Yeah,
Yeah. So I think that really it's going to come down to consistency. I think that right now there are teams that can put up a ton, like they put up a fight for portions of the game, and then what happens is that Inferno figures them out. Inferno either A, figures them out, picks up their speed, or the consistency falls off for the other team. Right here, I think Northern Shield was very, very capable of beating Inferno there in that game too. But I do not think that they were able to really. I don't think they were able to really keep that consistent due to a little bit of the inconsistent defensive rotations that came out of Northern Shield. We did get the bracket fixed though. I saw Bad Players in Inferno. I was like, wow.
Inferno is actually just bracket hopping. They get to go wherever they please in the bracket. They paid us. They paid us before the tournament to make sure they could just go wherever they wanted.
Certainly. It looks like, okay, so we have M22 Original and 7 Phantoms, which again, I think first off, I do want to say that I'm very happy for N7 Phantoms. They're able to get out of the round of 16 here. I think that was very huge for them. They had been in our power rankings, actually our very first one, I'm pretty sure, right? They were in our very first power rankings and got knocked out real quick after a loss to Hold My Rice. I think this is a good redemption for them. It'll be interesting to see if they're able to come into the semifinals against Bad Players. And then again, at the bottom, Salt and Peppers versus the Doggers. I have not been around for Salt and Pepper. I've not seen them, so I have no idea how that's going to happen. But I will say that the Doggers cannot be underestimated if you're Salt and Pepper.
Yeah, it's I mean, since I've seen Salt and Pepper, I think that they've got a pretty easy matchup here in the quarterfinal. Doggers a pretty solid team. Unfortunately, I think they're just a step below Salt and Pepper when it comes down to tournament performance. But yeah. I'm really interested to see the outcome of the M22 Original game. I think that one's got probably the highest potential of being either of the two teams. And as the bracket does get refreshed, Salt and Pepper does move on to the semifinals to face Inferno. And I believe we're still waiting on the M22 N7 games to finish up. So we may actually be going Inferno Salt and Pepper before we go with the bad player semi. Might just switch those 2 times up depending on if that first semifinal does get ready and what the tournament organizers behind the scenes want to do. My prediction is to see Inferno and bad players in the finals again.
Really? Okay.
Salt and Pepper is a very good team. I believe they've won 1 tournament as well. I'm not sure if they have beaten Inferno specifically, or if they've won a tournament that Inferno was participating in. But Inferno here much more often, shown the consistency. Salt and Pepper we got to see once or twice. So I'm going to go ahead and stick with the home team here and go with Inferno. But I'm definitely ready to be proved wrong in the semifinal matchup. I think it's going to be a good match either way. I think bad players will also not easily, but fairly easily take their semifinal matchup against M22 Original or N7. I do believe M22 is going to come out of that game as the victors to play bad players.
Mm-hmm.
And I think bad players will probably take them 2-0 in the series to move on to the grand finals. But I believe we are, in fact, going to be watching Inferno versus Salt and Pepper first. So be ready to get that one going. Should be in pretty quickly. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, and I will say, if we can get the power rankings back up, I'm really curious to see your thoughts here on some potential movement. We do have some of the power rankings that have already kind of gone down. As we're looking at here, we do know that M22 Alpha out in the round of 16, right? The Doggers are currently playing. We have a Midwest, Iridescence, Yahan, the Dudes, and Hold My Rise, who all didn't show up, and Inferno bad players moving forward. You know, Croc, I know with some secrets that you may have some insider onto who votes for these power rankings. But what do you think? What do you think here? Looking at these top 10s, where do you think movements will be going so far in your head here?
I think that first of all, Salt and Pepper is going to be on the power rankings. There's just absolutely no way that they don't make it to the power rankings. They're in the semifinals now. I know that they are a top 5 team here in Slips. Well, depending on like who's playing at the time, I guess.
Right.
And I know a lot of people in the committee may not have seen much of Salt and Pepper, but it would be an absolute travesty to not include them on the power rankings. Iridescence are going to fall out due to non-participation. Midwest is probably going to fall out just because of all of the good competition that there is on the bracket right now. M22 Alpha may drop down a couple spots, but we may still see them hold a spot on their on the top 10.
Yeah. I think
Inferno and bad players are basically interchangeable.
Right.
On the power rankings, it's basically who beat who that week.
Right. Pretty much. Yeah. I definitely think Inferno, and this may be a hot, spicy take, but I do think Inferno does edge out bad players a little bit on the average day. I would say that they are potentially a stronger team on average, but regardless, bad players. You can never sleep on that team. And they did apparently, according to was it Gator? Cloud. They 2-0'd Ethnic Babes.
Yeah,
and that is a good team.
That is a really good team.
We saw that's a good team. That 2-0. That means I think something to me. Not that we're not entirely sure if I have all that much impact on that, but regardless, I
like that analysis. That means something.
That means something, right? No, my opinion may mean something. I'm not sure.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, regardless, if we can get the move towards the tail of the tape as we get into our first semifinal match as well, Inferno versus Salt and Pepper. This is kind of a battle of old versus new, almost in a way, right?
Sort of. Salt and Pepper, I wouldn't call them new. They just haven't been around for a while.
Well, I was saying Salt and Pepper old.
Oh, I think Salt and Pepper and Inferno are pretty close in terms to their first tournament appearance. I could be wrong, and I'll probably be corrected in chat. But I think I don't think either one of them has been here much longer than the other, but Inferno definitely has more tournament participation under their belt.
Okay, cool. So we're looking at this, we do have Gator, Jordan, Neb from Inferno versus Matt, Beanman, and Ben from Salt and Pepper. I know Inferno. I'm a big Inferno fan. Don't tell bad players. But you know Salt and Pepper a little bit better than I do. You know kind of who is who on their team. Looking at this matchup here, basing on the players that you see coming in from Salt and Pepper, what is your prediction coming into this semifinal match?
I think Inferno takes it in 3. I think Inferno kind of turned the Jets on while they were just playing against the people that they just played against. And so, Northern Shield.
No,
and so
no. We don't mean it. We don't mean it.
If you were watching the stream, when I stepped away, I had a migraine just hit me out of nowhere. So my normal peanut-sized brain is already lacking, has been just punched, basically. So I apologize for my lack of brain today.
Massive cork brain.
Yeah, right.
Just predictions.
But I think Inferno does take it in 3 because they turned on the Jets in that final game against Northern Shield, and I think they're going to take that momentum into the Salt and Pepper game. Definitely take the first game, and then the second game could be either way, honestly. I don't know. Salt and Pepper was really good last time we saw them. I believe the reason that they weren't playing in our tournaments too was because they were actually attempting to qualify for RLCS. So
okay,
I'm not 100% sure that that's correct, but I think that's correct. But definitely don't sleep on Salt and Pepper.
Yeah, certainly. We are waiting for 2 Salt and Pepper players to get into the match. Right now, so far a really solid tournament moving forward. I think for me personally, it was really good to see Ethnic Babes play. I really hope that we see them again in the future and potentially get some more streamed matches from them. They looked really good. Northern Shield, I think unfortunately they just didn't look quite as strong as when we saw them in the last tournament against the Iridescence. I do think that they were going up against a little bit stronger of a team in Inferno. I mean, Inferno is certainly not a team that you can sleep on, and they will come out hard and heavy if you are not prepared. Though I will say that I think that Northern Shield had a stronger first game than they did a second game. So it'll be interesting to see if Northern Shield does stick around, if they're able to continue, if they will continue to sign up for these tournaments. But regardless, on the other side of the bracket, we do have potential bad players versus an M22 original or M7 win. Talking about that briefly, do you think that bad players going against a potentially not quite as strong team as we do have in this matchup here of Inferno versus Salt and Pepper, do you think that could potentially affect bad players' play moving into the finals if they're able to take that victory?
I'll be honest. My brain didn't register what you said until you said, will it affect bad players' play?
They're going to be facing the winner versus M22 and original and N7 Phantoms. A potentially weaker matchup, I would say. Again, not that holds a lot of value here towards power ranking type stuff, but regardless, it's going to be a potentially weaker matchup than Inferno versus Salt and Pepper. Do you think that may affect their play going into the finals if they're able to take that victory from whoever they play? Because Inferno and Salt and Pepper may be a little bit tougher of a match, maybe a little bit more warm going into that.
Yeah, and I've said that plenty of times before, especially when it comes to Inferno and bad players meeting in the finals.
Right.
A lot of the times my predictions are based on who had the toughest road to get there because they're just going to be warm. They're going to be more activated.
Yeah.
Bad players playing against M22 original, who we have gotten confirmation moving on to the semis, is going to be a little bit easier than either of these two teams beating each other. And so I think... I think that will affect them. I don't know if it's going to affect them a lot, but I think that there will be an effect there. But, bad players also did play against Ethnic Babes, so they're already having to be moving pretty speedy if they wanted to take that win there. So I don't know. Maybe they don't let this one affect them because they had a tough matchup before this kind of I hate to say easier matchup, but because I still don't
They're all
know.
semifinals. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's definitely an easier matchup. I would much rather play M22 Original than Salt and Pepper Inferno in the semis.
Certainly.
But we are into the game now, so we can see exactly how this Inferno team is going to hold up against Salt and Pepper. Salt and Pepper in orange, Inferno in blue. Matt apparently super washed, but good save there off the back wall. Maybe he's not as washed as he thinks. Maybe he's just clean. In order to be clean, you got to be washed first. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Look. Did you have a kid recently? Are you a dad now? Is that what's happening?
What are you talking about? I've always had the dad joke humor. To be fair, normally I'm too busy yelling at what's going on the screen to be able to like throw some in there. But I felt like that was a good opportunity, so I took it.
Yeah, you took it. That's for sure.
Oh, Gator with a little bit of a ground pinch into the center. Oh, Jordan not able to get there in time. And another pass into the center, kind of an open net, but the bump comes in. What an absolutely beautiful bump to save a goal. Holy crap. And I mean, you know how the wild animals feel. We love to see a little bit of physicality on the field.
Oh yeah. So
we like to see hockey. Yeah, we like to see hockey related Rocket League, not soccer.
Hey, I am a Blizzard wizard. I'll have you know. It's the only thing that I'm good at, apparently.
You're gonna have to carry me one of these days. I promise I'm not actually bad at Blizzard Wizard. I say you're gonna have to carry me, but I've dabbled in some tournaments.
Yeah, you've got that real life experience. Too.
Yeah, I've got the real life hockey experience exactly. And this is gonna be the first goal coming out for our clean Matt. 1-0, 3:26 left to play. Bryce gets the demo and the pass into the center. No one in net there to save that shot. Jordan retreating back, just not quick enough. Matt puts in the first goal of the series.
Yeah, I mean, that was a great play. Looks like Bryce got a demo. Okay, it may not have helped the play, but it was there, and we like to see them. They look nice on the feet. But yeah, great play there from Salt and Pepper, and they do take the first goal of this entire series. And if you ask me, Croc, I think that right now Inferno definitely is coming out with some speed. I think Salt and Pepper is not dominating this game, but I do think that they seem to be a little bit more in control and on the Inferno side of the pitch.
That's always also been Inferno's MO, though, right? Like Inferno has never been a let's kind of chill out and set up plays kind of team. They're like
counterattack kings. Certainly, yeah.
Like, oh man, I was not driving at supersonic speed for 2 seconds. I'm bad. Like, I feel like that's how the Inferno players kind of think of themselves sometimes. Just a very fast team on the ground and in the air, as evidence there. Gator with an air dribble back from his own half. What an absolute beauty of a goal here. Just puts it into the top left corner. Matt not able to get there in time to save that one.
Yeah, Matt had to jump a little bit earlier. Not sure exactly who was there, but there was an Inferno player moving there to actually demo him. So he had to get up a little bit earlier, I think, than he would have liked. Probably didn't have quite enough boost for it. And Inferno does tie up the game with 2:15 remaining.
Going to be very interesting here to see who comes out on top of this first game. I really thought Inferno was probably going to come out a little bit faster, a little bit more precise, but Salt and Pepper proving to be a solid challenge for them right now. And I will say Neb and Bryce have both been very quiet in this game to me. Taylor there with a good shot on net. Great save by Gator. Neb, a little bit of a rough touch, but Jordan able to follow up and clear it away. But as I was saying, on the side of Salt and Pepper, I just feel like I have been saying Matt basically the whole time. Taylor's been there. Good foundational play. Gonna have to see if we can get some information on Taylor in the chat, if you guys know anything about Taylor and whether they're a sub or a normal player now. Bryce, I believe, is Bean Man. I am not 1,000% sure on that, but I believe Bryce is Bean Man.
Okay.
It's just been a while since I've seen these players play. So it could be that we're not, that we don't even have the normal Salt and Pepper squad out here. Gotta step it up a little bit, I think. Good power clear there from the back wall from Bryce. Good pass over to Neb. Good vision to see his teammate there on defense and get the ball over. Jordan's going to be in the corner here, beat by Taylor. Matt's going to put it back into the center. Shooter coming in, going to put it into the corner, and that's going to be the end of the offensive opportunity there. Neb with a powerful flick up into the air, trying to just pop it and make it awkward for the defense. Jordan's going to send it across the field for Gator, trying to get it into the center. Misses the double touch, not going to be able to get there. Taylor passes it up. Neb dusted by Matt. Jordan, though, does get a touch to keep it into the safer part of the field. Misses the ground pinch, and Bryce is going to take advantage and put it back into the blue side of the field. Gator there with control. Jordan off the back wall, pops it over in front. Neb again caught in the middle of the net. Taylor slams it home, takes the lead with 24 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, really good 50 there by Taylor. Jordan actually just a really unfortunate touch. I don't think that was Neb's fault. Got left a little bit out to dry, certainly, sitting there in the middle, not able to really get up. And, great goal there from Taylor. And right now, Salt and Pepper, they're like, I do know that, we know that Inferno's MO was not to stay heavy on offense. But I think that Salt and Pepper are really punishing that play style. And I think, we were talking about what does it take to beat Inferno, and I was mentioning consistency. Salt and Pepper has that. Not really any whiffs that have come out, good bumps, as you just saw there, and really solid control, constantly looking for their teammates. That was a very pretty last-second goal, though, an unneeded one. And Salt and Pepper are going to take this game 1 here, and I think that they deserve it. They definitely do look like the stronger team in this game 1. I'm interested to see how Inferno is able to step up their play, step up their speed, and maybe kind of transition the ball out of their half and maybe towards the midfield.
Okay. Yeah, I would probably have to agree. Inferno looking a little lacking. I think that their activation from the Northern Shields game kind of went off a little bit. Some mechanical plays were attempted. Most of them looked good, but there were more failed plays than we're used to seeing Inferno make. A little bit of a rough touch from Jordan off the back wall does give Salt and Pepper the game-winning goal. In a perfect world, Neb there on the near post is going to challenge that ball, thinking Jordan maybe is on the backboard. Not really sure what the miscommunication there was. Either way, left the ball in the middle of the net. Easy goal for Taylor there. Matt with the early goal to start off the scoring, and then Bryce, of course, with the nice little stylish dink at the end. Right off the tail end, right off the spoiler. I don't know why I just gave myself an accent, but I did.
Look, it's spoiler, man.
I'm the star of the show here. I can make dumb choices and get away with it. All right. You all thought that the Rocket League teams were the star of the show.
You're like a ref.
I control the game.
Yeah, that's how it works, right?
I don't know if you guys have seen that Musty and Arsenal video where they 1v1, but Musty just keeps changing the score and giving himself random goals.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna start doing that for the tournament. Just start giving people random goals.
Certainly, we're gonna get into game 2 here. Croc, we had a game 3 prediction. Since you control it, we know we're gonna get it there. But going into this, I'm really gonna be interested to see how Inferno is able to respond according to the scripts for this game 2 going against Salt and Pepper.
Yeah, honestly, they just need to shape up the offensive rotations a little bit and play a little bit more offensive pressure as opposed to just speedy counterattack, which is normally how they score most of their goals. Salt and Pepper, though, very solid in all parts of the field. Normally, my biggest complaint for a team that's consistently doing well in both zones, both the attacking and the defending zone, has really lacking midfield challenges. A little bit of a double commit there was really rough. But honestly, they're playing well in the midfield as well. And Inferno's really not playing badly either. They just couple of mistakes that were capitalized on. And unfortunately for Inferno, what a great air roll shot there from Jordan on almost a negative angle, it felt like. Good pass from Neb to get it into the zone. Okay, that ball bounced out a little bit further than I thought it did. But the bump on Taylor just opens up the net and gives Jordan the clear space he needs for that air roll shot.
Yeah, I mean, that was a great play. Neb was there not only for the pass, but then also trying to get into the way of Taylor. Didn't get the bump, but, as we do know from physical type play, you don't always need to get the actual contact. Sometimes just being there and giving them a little bit of a spook is enough. Yeah. And it does work out for them. Inferno, that's a good first goal here. But, I'm really cautious to say that's the momentum they needed for game 2, because exactly what I said in the Northern Shield game 2 when they score the first goal, and I don't want that to happen here. So I think we're gonna say that. Oh man.
Whoa, that's a highlight goal right there. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but
No,
my goodness, what a goal!
oh my, he got the demo and the.
That was just rude.
That was very rude. That was a great goal. That's I dare say clean.
I dare say that was clean. Matt has been washed so much that he is now clean. Congratulations.
Oh man.
Inferno on the doorstep here, though. Gator's going to be taking a shot on net. Does beat the defender, can't quite beat the post. Neb going to be going back on defense here to defend against Bryce. We did also, in case you weren't paying attention in chat or coming in and not seeing what was said in chat, this is not the normal Salt and Pepper roster. I did kind of expect that. Still playing very well here, though. Bryce and Taylor definitely not bad players whatsoever. But if we can get a little more information about these two players, what their ranks are, how they came to be as part of Salt and Pepper, what happened to Beanman and Ben, that'd be great. Gator here with a good stylish pass into the middle. Neb just absolutely blocked by Matt. Now we got an offensive opportunity here for Salt and Pepper. Taylor puts it on net. Squishy save from Neb. Little unnecessary. Still looked very cool. Taylor now, it's always necessary.
You'll always squishy save.
Hey, if you can just put the ball in an open net like that. Okay, so this is actually a bad example. I was going to say, if you just put the ball in an open net, or you could, musty flick double tap, which one are you going to do? Gator apparently is just going to put the ball into an open net. Tied 1-1
really
against a team like Salt and Pepper. Yeah, really unfortunate.
I will say one thing that was a little bit off screen. Neb did get the bump on the third. So again, a bump play coming out from Neb that's going to ultimately lead to a little bit easier of a goal than you normally would have gotten. So great play from him, I think.
Yeah, and that's just, you got to be quicker on your rotations if you're Salt and Pepper. And you got to stay moving. This Inferno team is looking to bully you right now. Matt got a little bit of a bully himself on his goal he got, but definitely the physical play in favor of Inferno right now. Maybe just getting caught in their rotation, sitting still on the far post or something like that. If you're Salt and Pepper, definitely not the way to go if you're playing against this Inferno team. Gator, unfortunate boost spawn there, doesn't get it. Jordan with a shot on net, gonna find the crossbar, and Taylor at the same time sends it away to the corner. Neb puts it all the way across the other side of the field for Gator, who's looking a little slow, maybe low on boost. Taylor, though, does get the pop-up out of the corner. Jordan's going to put that one straight down in front of the net, and this is dangerous. Ooh. Neb gets the 50 on Matt and gets the goal. 3-1, 1:20 left to play, and Inferno are in a commanding lead right now. But the goal's not coming easy for either of these two teams, so 3 goals against Salt and Pepper, or 2 goals for Salt and Pepper, rather, to come back and tie the game is going to be kind of tough.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, and in that situation, if you're Taylor, if you're going to hit that towards the middle in that situation, you've got to be able to follow that up. I know, the Inferno team is going to be coming out quick. So if you're going to put it out there, you're going to want to make sure that you're doing it on a first touch that will give you a little bit more control over the ball. But regardless, we mentioned that Inferno, kind of a counterattack heavy type team. I will say, though, that they have been putting a lot more offensive pressure down here.
What a save by Gator!
Oh no, that's
gonna be on the Slips Twitter later.
That is.
Guinness, you got that one right.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Gator, no.
Oh, I feel so bad. I always roast Gator on stream, man.
No.
Gator hates me. Oh jeez. What a great shot and save by Inferno.
Oh, he will?
But hey, there we go. He puts one in. He makes up for his mistake. Oh no.
Look, Gator, I'm sorry, but it doesn't fully cover it. But regardless, though, Inferno 4-1. They look better this game. Certainly, I mean the 4-1 scoreline would probably tell you that. But I think from a standpoint of constantly keeping offensive pressure, they definitely look significantly better.
100%.
Yeah, and Salt and Pepper will definitely be looking, I think, to increase their speed going into Game 3.
Yeah, they still look very consistent, but I think they just absorb too much pressure this game. And when you absorb pressure like that, that's when the demos come out, your rotations get a little wonky. If you're an absorb pressure team, you have to play like Salt and Pepper does, because they do it very well. Inferno just played their style of game better than Salt and Pepper played their style of game this match. I don't think anyone really played, like, no one got pulled into playing the other team's game in this one. Salt and Pepper executed their strategy well. Just, the bumps came out. Without those bumps, there's not going to be a lot of opportunity to score on the Salt and Pepper team. So Inferno definitely finding the key to poking a hole in that strategy. I think Salt and Pepper will probably play the same style of game, though. You say that they need to up their speed. They do, in a sense, but at the same time, I don't think that that's coming out. I think that Salt and Pepper is going to continue to be like the calm, cool, collected team that sits back, absorbs the pressure, and takes their opportunities when they arise. However, with that being said, Neb, absolute MVP performance in that game. 1 goal, 2 assists, 2 saves off of 4 shots. Gator with 2 goals, both, in my opinion, at least for this Inferno team, very easy goals that I would have never expected Gator to miss in a million years. Jordan almost with a second goal, but the goalie heroics from Gator stopped that one in its tracks. Definitely good, solid play from Jordan, though. Started a lot of the plays, I think. Good touches out of the back end to really... I don't know what the word I'm looking for here is. But whenever the ball was going towards Jordan, you just had that extra trust. Like that trust you never put in a solo queue teammate, and that you barely put into your teammates when they're your friends. Like, right? But you laugh, but you know exactly what I'm talking about, right?
Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
Jordan is. I will say we've watched this Inferno team a lot, and I think that for me, Jordan is probably the one that is just constantly the backbone, the one that's always going to be there, making the shots or making the touches, making the hits that they need to. Constantly. I mean, right there. Look, you get into an awkward situation, everybody's headed back towards the net. Who's the one that hits it out? Jordan doesn't get the save, doesn't get a shot. Doesn't get anything really out of it, but it is the one that's making those touches, that's constantly and consistently putting you into better situations, just like we're seeing right now. Look, Jordan puts it over to the right, sets up time for Gator to get back. Nebs gets it back into a better position as well. And so, to your point, I think that Jordan ultimately is probably a key player for Inferno's success, despite Neb and Gator putting pretty consistent all-star performances out there.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. That's very probably a well-known thing within the Inferno squad, right? Like, Jordan is kind of that backbone player, and you just let Neb and Gator go and do, like, their fancy stylish stuff. Because let's be honest, Gator and Neb are 2 of the more stylish players in this league. Always fun to watch them go for goals, even if they don't score, because they got all the air rolls in it. It looks super nice and normally has a lot of power too. Good awkward save there by Jordan again in the midfield. Man, I think we're just stroking his ego at this point. We need to get like we love Jordan shirts made for slips.
Certainly. I mean, and like again, he doesn't get the save. He doesn't get that like the points in it or anything for it that go onto the scoreboard. But it is just consistency. Like, and he is the one that, and we've seen some consistency issues out of Inferno before, and I think that Jordan being that consistent player is ultimately what kind of provides most of that for them.
Yeah, I wonder if Jordan's the guy at the end of a solo queue match where his teammates are like, "Shut up, 100 points," and then Jordan just like goes through a replay of the match in his head of like all of the times the team could have been scored on, but he saved the ball without credit.
That's the worst. Wow. Okay.
What an absolute beauty of a goal, though.
God.
Absolutely.
We're laughing, but Nev is just like, look, dude, you got to focus here, man.
Yeah,
like,
look at this redirect.
Wow.
Oh,
and not a whole lot you can do for defense on that. Ugh.
The ball was kind of moving, too, for that redirect. 50 miles an hour off of a pretty soft bounce from the wall. Gave it some extra power. I think maybe he flipped into it for the redirect.
Yeah, it was a power arrow look shot, I think.
Yeah? Okay.
Jordan.
Oh, okay.
Look, I gotta stop. Jordan's gonna like, his ego's gonna get too big, I think, at this point. But he just keeps doing things that are important. But regardless, Neb, great goal number 1 for Inferno. 2:10 remaining in this. We do have an Inferno prediction from you, Croc, for a Game 3 victory. And right now, they are looking pretty good. I think they're getting a little bit antsy, though, it looks like. They're getting a little bit aggressive. So we'll see if they're able to rein that in and potentially keep Salt and Pepper from tying up the scoreline.
See, what you call getting antsy and a little over aggressive, I think is just them trying to put out that consistent offensive pressure. Like, Salt and Pepper, they're doing a good job of challenging in the midfield whenever they need to, but they are giving Inferno a lot more space than they did in game 1, and Inferno's taking advantage of that. If you got them on the back foot, stay heavy on them. Don't sit back and be like, oh, okay, they're on the back foot, so we can slow down too. No, you got to keep up your speed and keep up the stylish plays. Gator, have yourself a clip. What an absolute beautiful shot off the backboard. Gets a double tap straight down. Oh my God, that is clean. Matt, we know you're clean, but that was clean.
That was, look, Matt may need to go get washed again because that was dirty to do it to him in net. Oh, jeez. Gator. We're talking about Jordan with the consistency play, but Nev and Gator.
All right.
Okay.
Jordan just made you shut up. Just whatever you were about to say, just Jordan, don't even say it anymore.
You win. Jordan, you win. I'm done.
Jordan wins clips today.
Goodness. Inferno's just popping off. I mean, they're just popping off at this
Jordan,
point.
I think Wallaby's going to ask you for your snap after this game.
Yeah, dude. I mean, we're not going for the Bagel Queen snap at this point. It's a me Jordan snap. Man, I mean, Inferno they really are just kind of popping off at this point on Salt and Pepper. There's not a whole lot they can really do in this defensive.
Yeah.
Defensively, I think here for them.
Yeah, I would have to agree. This is the performance that I kind of expected from Inferno in game 1. But as time winds down, 45 seconds left on the clock, it does look like they are going to take this series. Salt and Pepper does have a chance here. Nice little bounce dribble by Matt. Not going to be able to get by Gator. Gator's going to put this one into the corner, defended by Taylor. Sending back the other way. Matt looking for the bump play. Finds it on Jordan. Or at least spooked him enough. And Taylor with a nice stylish air dribble goal.
Wow. I mean, Matt right there.
Commentate Taylor. That's my sister's name. Oh. Do you ever find it weird when you commentate and someone has a name of somebody else you know in real life?
Dude, I know so many Ryans that I think Ryan is the name for me. I don't even know who to think whenever Ryan comes up, because it's also my stepbrother's name. So it's just there's so many Ryans. I can't. It's hard. It's tough.
Well, at least I'm Cork then instead of Ryan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make you and only you start calling me Ryan on the desk now.
Oh no! Look.
Can we talk about this?
Yeah, please. Yeah, it looks like, though, I will say, I think Inferno is going to be, and as the 3-second mark comes by, I think that's usually the time where you can't score 2 goals anymore. So Inferno will be taking this game 3. We'll be taking the first semifinals. They will be finals. A well-deserved achievement here from them. Great game 3 coming out of them. I mean, they're looking at the finals, and they look pretty spicy right now. It's going to be, we're going to have a Bad Players versus M22 Original semifinal on the other side. Whoever wins that, it's going to be really tough to go into the finals against this team.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No. Look. All right. Let's take a look at the bracket again here and see exactly what we've got. I think we've got M22 Original going into Bad Players. Inferno, of course, moving on into the grand finals. Let's see the road that these teams have taken to get there. Inferno moving on. Salt and Pepper coming in with their not main roster, making it to the semifinals. Congratulations. You'll see yourselves on the power rankings next week for sure. M22 Original with a little bit of an easy time, I think, getting into the semis today. Team Anarchy, don't know anything about them. N7 Phantoms, normally a solid team, but in more than just a bit of a slump right now. So it's hard to give a lot of weight to them beating the N7 Phantoms. It's definitely not nothing, but it's a little kind of at this point until N7 Phantoms pick it back up. Bad Players, though, taking a 2-1 series against a brand new team, the Tribe, and then, of course, playing against an arguably stronger team, the Ethnic Babes, at least MMR-wise. And we got to see Ethnic Babes play. They did not look weak by any means.
They're a good team.
Moving on to the semifinals. Bad Players, definitely the tougher road to the semis than M22 Original. Salt and Pepper, maybe their issue was that they had an easy time getting to the semifinal as well. Inferno having to play OVK Hostility. Not much is known about that team, but around last season, Champ 1 MMR. So probably not too big of a deal for Inferno to deal with them. Northern Shield, definitely the harder opponent, and giving them a chance to kind of warm up for that. Tell you what, no matter who wins in the finals, I'm going to sleep right after. Why don't you just go ahead and take a nap now, Neb? We'll wake you up whenever it's time for the finals. We're very close against the N7 Phantoms. Okay, so M22 apparently barely taking it against the N7 Phantoms. And Neb, if you don't wake up, don't worry. I'll just sub in for you. Easy.
Oh, yeah, guarantee.
Yeah.
Let me know. It worked. It worked perfectly in our tournaments. Guarantee you.
Hey, I'll have you know, I played a GC tournament yesterday, and we got top 8. 3 challenger tier players from RSC. So all very true Diamond 3 champ ones ended up in a GC tournament lobby, and we took top 8.
You know, that's impressive.
So, like, maybe I could sub for one of these teams, okay? yeah, that's right. That's right. I am the star of the show. Yes, everybody, throw me your praise.
Yeah, we did. Croc is currently on the rock preening right now. We need to give him the praise.
Let's take a look at the tail of the tape, see how these players are going to match up. M22 Original, a team that has lacked performance on stream, but a very good team. It really like kind of pains me how lacking their performance has been on stream. We've got CBK Nova, very high ranked GC2 there. Mogu, and Polenti, definitely the highest ranked player, but in my opinion, probably the weakest player last time we saw him on stream.
So, did not really perform very well. Yeah, definitely did not perform super well last stream. So we'll be looking to see if he could potentially kind of get a little bit of a comeback here. But again, M22 Original is a team that we have seen before. Bad Players, again, also a team we've seen before. I would say that Bad Players definitely edges us out. For me personally, a 2-0 victory is what I would predict. But I do think that of all the teams that in this bracket, M22 Original has the potential to potentially come out and give a little bit of an upset. Regardless, though, M22 Original, I do say had the easiest route to the semifinal. N7 Phantoms, they did beat M22 Alpha. You know, again, a strong team. They are on our power rankings. You know, they're definitely capable of some damage. But as it stands, a little bit like definitely the easiest route here. And I do think that Bad Players will come out and win with a 2-0 in this semifinal game.
Yeah, you're upsetting Gator in the chat. Gator's going to end up hating both of us. We're going to be banned from the Inferno team chat for forever. Well, let's get into the game. We got the players on the field, 5 minutes on the clock, and the time has started. Ludwin, who is apparently brain dead, poor guy, is starting the play from his own half, trying to get it into the orange corner. Mogu there to defend it well. Cloud last one back. Does get a bounce over to the wall. Finds the second touch. Not going to be dangerous in the middle for him. Mogu again on the ball. Countered by Ludwin in midfield. And one thing that we should definitely mention is that I think this is the first time we've seen the full Bad Players roster in a while. Normally we've got a sub, right?
Yeah, I think Jalen did sub out last week. No, they weren't in last week.
No Bad Players at all last week.
Right.
But I think normally
they weren't there.
JJ, I believe, is their sub player, and we're used to seeing him on the field quite a bit. So we've got the full Bad Players roster in, which is kind of exciting to see. But a little bit of a rough play there from Cloud. Realizes how rough that touch was. Tries to carry it out a little bit. Defended well by M22. This could be the opportunity they need, though. Ludwin with a good late flip does get the ball by a defender. CBK Nova there to defend the shot from Jalen. Cloud leaves the net wide open off of a great dribble by Mogu. And Ludwin is there for a heroic save. Da-na-na, da-na-na. That one's going on Sports Center later tonight. Holy crap. There's always one play every weekend that deserves it. And the great save leads to the play going back down the field the other way. Great pass from Cloud here on the center, or not on the center, on the goalie line. The goal box line, Croc. Words. They're not that hard. Great pass to Jalen. Jalen sends it in. Just proof to you console players out there that you can be good at this game on console. But, you know, if you prefer to play it, the game in Microsoft PowerPoint, and you want all of 30 frames a second, be my guest.
Oh, Croc, mercy, you guys. Yeah, great goal there coming up from Bad Players. You know, a great save too. Mogu a little bit. I do not think that that's really what he wanted on that pop. But regardless, beautiful passing play. We do like those infield passes. I'll say it every single time. Just want them to keep doing them. Mogu here with a great demo, and I think that actually is going to be some. Oh, poor Ludwin. Look, it says brain dead, but he's just dead.
He's just dead now.
He's just dead twice. Mogu is no mercy currently. But I will say M22 Original, they're looking pretty fast here, looking pretty strong. Bad players definitely are not really. They're not getting a free win out of these guys in the semifinal matchup. So I'm interested to see as we get to the 240 mark if they're going to be able to continue to play at this speed.
Yeah, definitely probably a little bit of a harder game than they were expecting, just because M22 Original does normally get knocked out pretty early on in the bracket, but it's really to no fault of their own. They're always playing against super solid teams. Good semifinal appearance here. They're playing well against the bad players, and we have some really saddening news, though. Just gotten word that this is going to be Jalen's possible last match for competitive Rocket League. So a definite round of applause for Jalen here. Played in several Slips tournaments. This is going to be his final Slips run, apparently. I don't know if that's gonna. Yeah, right. Our console hero. I don't know if that's going to spell the end for bad players in Slips or not. It would be very sad to see the bad players go. Definitely a staple in this community. As of right now, when people hear Slips, at least in the community, they think Imperium, Inferno, bad players, and ethnic babes. Those are the four. Oh, and Eclipse. Even though Eclipse has been gone for a while, those are the 5 names that normally pop into the community's head. So definitely hope to see bad players stick around after that. Spartan is going to be the new main roster player for bad players, apparently. Either way, we hope to see a good game out of both of these teams. And M22 Original definitely not disappointing anyone here today. Ludwin with a great pop, though. Jalen, I don't know if he was going for a bump or if he just misread the aerial, but this is going to be M22 going back the other way. Ludwin is back to play defense. Rough touch there, bounces into the center. No one there for M22 Original. Definite good goal opportunity there. Not going to be able to send it home.
Yeah, certainly. I do think you said when you think Slips, I thought you were just going to say bad players.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no. But right now,
I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I like the bad players, but they're not just the only team in Slips, right?
I was just thinking. I swear the teams we have here are good. I promise. They're not true bad players. But regardless, I will say an interesting kind of development. Mogu was listed as Champ 3 in the MMRs. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that he's not playing like a Champ 3. He's playing well above that. So I do think that M22 Original have a roster that we haven't really a full roster we haven't really seen yet, and I think that they're more than capable of making this into a good series, especially considering it was only a 2-0 loss here.
Things happen. Casters say a score, and then someone just scores to shut us up. Doesn't matter if there's 2 minutes on the clock, 2 seconds on the clock, or 0 seconds on the clock. Jesus.
Goals always doing. But yeah, regardless, bad players taking game 1. I will say, though, really a 1-0. But a good showing, I think, by M22 Original. I'm really interested to see how they continue to move forward into this series, into this game 2, and if they're going to be able to keep up that speed and potentially some more of those shots fall down. 4 shots to 5 in favor of bad players. Definitely not a bad showing from them.
I'm still thinking about what you said about Mogu not playing like a Champ 3. And it's hard for me to fully agree with that. But in my opinion, too, the difference between a C3 and a GC1 is probably
pretty
less
low.
Than a C2 and a C3. Like, I think there's more growth from C2 to C3 than there is from C3 to GC1. I think it's just a consistency thing, making sure whenever you're going for all of the touches you're going for and making the decisions that you execute them well. I think there's still a little bit of like game sense and decision-making speed that is still growing when you're down in Champ 2. But I feel like once you get to Champ 3, you kind of already have the brain of a GC1. You just don't quite have the consistency. And so it's hard for me to say, like, if he was playing like a GC or if he was playing like a C3. Either way, pretty solid performance from Mogu. Solid roster change, it looks like. And as responding to the chat here, if we want to do point gambling, whoever's running the chat, I don't know if it's GJ or Hussein at this moment, but use predictions instead of polls. For instance, if you want, we can get a prediction up now. Who's going to win this game? Bad Players or M22 Original? First game was close, basically a 1-0 game. Ended up being 2-0 in the end. But we are on the way to the finals, hopefully, here after this game, if you're Bad Players, and hopefully to game 3 if you are a fan of M22 Original. Bloodwind maybe putting in an early goal here. No defender in sight. That's going to be easy. 30 seconds into this game, and we've got the opening goal.
And I'm going to call out Jalen here. He definitely tries to steal that.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Yeah, but regardless, though, good first goal from Bad Players. I do think it kind of came out of a little bit of a mistake rotationally from M22 Original. Mogu getting bumped there. Maybe a kickoff opportunity. Regardless, though, M22 Original are going to have to be a little bit more consistent on those defensive rotations. Actually, I think it's more of the midfield rotations that were causing the problem there if they're going to want to beat this Bad Players team.
Yeah, but well said. I have nothing to add to that one. Normally I like to be like, oh yeah, like let me build on it or let me disagree with you. No, that was just well said. Man, I don't know what to do now. I didn't have anything to say. I have to actually commentate the gameplay. It's weird.
You go back to your play-by-play, fool.
Yeah. This is my realm. Wow, really good early attack here. Could lead to a goal. Finds the crossbar. No one here for the shot. Jalen comes in late. The player's not able to save it in net. A little awkward on the rotation here. 2-0 game early. And we've already got the score line of the last game just a minute and 20 seconds in. CBK Nova tries to go for the squishy save. Not quite able to read it. Palenti just down in the net. Kind of watching the play unfold. Not really able to do anything. Caught in a really odd situation.
I do think he tripped on the post.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I'm sorry to call you out, Palenti, but I do think that's what happened. But Nova's trying to get this open goal opportunity. And Jalen, that was an incredible save. Wow. I mean, that was an incredible save. Look, that maybe looks easy. It's not easy when you're on your back foot like that to know where that goal is and be able to do that.
Another opportunity here for M22 Original. Cloud sends it away though. Cloud now with the opportunity up off the left wall, goes for the ceiling shot, puts it down way hard off the ceiling though. Jalen up for the save. Gonna be awkward here. M22 Original with a shot. Oh, in the dreaded own goal. Oh no. Great pass, Mogu. Great pass. He just had, I already said he's got big brains. He already has them, and he used them there. Sends the ball straight off of Cloud and into the net. 2-1 here with 3 minutes left to play.
Look, Cloud's just dusting his team. He's trying to prove his dominance in this moment. But yeah, 2-1 own goal. That's tough. M22 Original is really going to be happy about that break, I think, getting into this game. They were needing one, getting towards the halfway mark, and they got it. So we'll see if they're able to really capitalize on what was an unfortunate mistake there for Bad Players.
Yeah, and you know what? Whoa. All right, Cloud, I guess last week they missed the Rocket League tournament because they were all busy powerlifting. The absolute strength behind Cloud here.
Oh.
Mogu had no chance.
Oh, Mogu, I'm sorry. That's not your fault, man. Your card's not as strong.
It's just, maybe if you were in the Merc, you had a chance.
That's a future... Oh, I thought that was supposed to be.
Dude, what you smiling at the same time. This has been a fun match to cast. We're having a good time. This feels more like pre-show vibes, honestly, this weekend rather than I pride myself and having you on the desk as being a pretty professional cast, but this has been much more like pre-show vibes, and I don't hate it. It's been a fun casting day for sure.
Look, animals can have fun too. That's what happens. That's how it goes. But
I guess. I guess.
Crack, you gotta help me out here, man. Don't leave me to try. I know it was bad. But here we go.
Here's a wallaby gangsta. Animals can have fun too.
Crack, mercy. Look, I don't even have a Twitter to get roasted. We're good.
Oh, true, man. Imagine being a Rocket League caster without a Twitter. Cloud with a great shot here. Palenti good save away into the corner. Now Nova's going to be able to take the ball the other way. Ludwin way far away. Goes for the ground pinch. Not on target. Jalen sends it to the outside. Another chance here for Palenti. Shout out. Oh, good soft shot there. And the bump comes in. Not going to be able to get the ball on net, though, as Cloud is there as well to play defense. But shout out to this M22 original team. I think literally everybody except for Units thought that this was going to be an easy matchup for bad players. M22 original really showing that they are a strong team here. And this is, after a performance like this, I think we've got to put them up in the power rankings a little bit.
I would agree 100%.
Consistently in the top 10, but they are looking really good today. Mogu, I believe Mogu is a new player that is going to be consistently on the field. I don't think it's a sub, like a one-off thing. So I do think that we can safely move them up in the power rankings. We're going to see here, bar down, and then the bump, the pull shot coming out. Cloud with the second own goal of the game. Neither one of them really his fault, but you just love to see it. Mogu just slammed straight into the ball.
It uses the other team. The brain is huge. Like,
we're going to have to change Cloud's name in the Discord to Trader for this week.
Mogu the mastermind. I think Cloud may have taken a bribe, unfortunately. But regardless, 2-3. I mean, this is certainly doable by M22 original. And I would have to agree with you said. I definitely think that they're going to be taking a higher spot in this power rankings moving forward. I mean, because this performance is definitely not what we saw at all. But Jalen's going to probably capitalize. Actually, leaves it for Ludwin. I think it's probably smart. And that may be the dagger. 10 seconds left. Anything shy of a kickoff goal is going to ultimately spell. I don't think Jalen left that on purpose.
No, he was trying to turtle flick it for sure.
Yeah, he definitely was trying to turtle flick it. But I think, aside from a kickoff goal here, though, I do think bad players will be advancing towards the finals.
Honestly, if you're M22 original at this point, you just hope Cloud touches the ball. Maybe it goes in the net.
Cloud, we don't mean it. I mean,
no, I mean it.
Maybe Croc means it.
Man, if you're Cloud in this situation, it just feels so bad because the first one maybe you could argue was his fault, but at the same time, like both the own goals, not really Cloud's fault. Just Mogu using Cloud both times to score.
Mogu has 3 other teammates, not 2.
Yeah,
at all times.
Oh shit! Oh hey Cloud, we definitely weren't talking bad about you. Welcome to the chat. We commend you on your great performance.
This is like Gator coming in after that save. Like we were like, all right, man.
Oh hey Gator,
we noticed. I do think though that Ludwin was at the bottom of the scoreboard there, but I think Ludwin personally is going to be taking the MVP for me in this series. Jalen being a close second, if not the other one that takes it. Both of those players played extremely well. Cloud absolutely did not play poorly. Very unfortunate situations to get put in. Cloud, we believe you. It wasn't your fault. But regardless, good. I think good series there by bad players. M22 original looked really strong. I mean, that was not a gimme by any means. No. M22 original, should be proud of themselves. Definitely hold their heads high. They went against a very strong team in bad players who have beat really strong teams moving into the semifinals. I mean, Tribe clearly was a team that I don't think they were fully expecting to be as good as they were. A close 2-1 victory there. 2-0 over Ethnic Babes is always going to catch our attention. And then coming into this, a 2-0 over a very strong-looking M22 original team. To meet a very, very hot Inferno in the finals.
Very much so.
Look, we've seen these teams before, but this is different.
I mean, Jalen says if he gets the win here, he may not retire. So, maybe he's trying to play on the heartstrings of Inferno, trying to just pull out the easy win.
Ooh. Look, there's no caster bias here. You won't get us.
All right, Jalen's retiring. I love the trash talk. We all love each other in slips. I think there's probably a couple players that really just don't like some of the other players here. But for the most part, everyone's here having a good time. Always fun. And it's really a great community to be a part of. And, it leads people coming into chat so we can scam them out of their channel points. Oh, man, GJ told me not to say that on stream. Your channel points will be paid out in 5 to 7 business years.
Years? What's a business year? What's a business year, Croc? This is lawyer speak right here.
All leap years are business years.
All leap years are business years. Look, I'm sorry, Slips community. I don't think you're getting your channel points back.
Hey, in 20 years, file suit. You heard it here first. 5 to 7 business years.
5 to 7 business years.
We're very busy. We're a volunteer staff, so we just kind of work whenever we feel like it. So we got to make sure all the bookings done properly, all the proper payment channels are investigated, and that your money's not going to get stolen in transit. Robbers, they're real things. We got to be careful about those guys. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at the tail of the tape here. See the action that's going to be coming at you for Bad Players versus Inferno here for your grand final matchup, best of 5 series. We've got Ludwin, Cloud, and Jalen playing for Bad Players. Gator, Jordan, and Neb for grand final. The Insomniac. We're gonna have these two teams be named the Traitors and the Insomniacs because that's what both of these teams are.
Oh, no. Look, I think Ludwin and Jalen are going after Cloud after this.
Cloud's so mad at me. I'm so sorry. Now, Mogu is just
mastermind.
Yeah,
he's the controller.
Brain. Like, he doesn't need mechanics when he's got a brain like that. Jalen's way too cracked. I hope he doesn't retire. Jalen shouldn't retire. He's really good. Definitely going places. I understand that life gets in the way, especially we were talking about this the other day. Our Slips community, like general chat, is filled up with a lot of younger players aspiring to get to competitive levels of Rocket League and whatnot. But what a lot of people probably don't realize is that these higher up teams that are well into Grand Champion and into the SSL rankings are much older players that have, either high school, college, or work in real life, and like wife and kids or a husband and kids, depending on the gender, So life does get in the way for some of these players, and it's a testament to the amount of time that the players have to put in to get this good, You don't pick up the game at 14 years old and become a GC in a year.
Some do.
Some do, but those are anomalies, Well, what's that kid's name? Aqua, I think, right?
Aqua, that's exactly who I was thinking of.
Yeah, like
Aqua, and I think that was who's the European dude? Shoot.
Scrub Killer was very good.
One. Yeah. But
he was before.
If Inferno Bad Players going into the finals, we're gonna get into game 1 here. Any predictions coming out of you, Croc?
Oh man, I think I've got Inferno in 5.
Whew. You love game 5 predictions.
I mean, with two teams as close in skill as this, it's hard not to predict a game 5 because it could be a 3-game series of all 1-goal games, or it could be 5 games of the teams playing tug of war. Right. Either way, we are in for some incredible Rocket League for this series, as is expected whenever Bad Players and Inferno make it to the finals. I don't think there's been a bracket that has been up with both players in it, both teams in it, besides with the dudes in Yaha, where these teams didn't go to the grand finals. So at this point, it's really just like everything else is the pre-show, and the main show is just Bad Players versus Inferno.
Wait, Croc, you're not the main show?
Oh yeah, that's right. I am the main reason. I am the main show. The sole source of entertainment here. Wallaby has nothing to do with it. The players have nothing to do with it. I'm gonna do my laundry on stream, and I'll hold more viewers than this Rocket League tournament. And air quotes.
Wow, the quotes. That's rude.
It's a great tournament, honestly. It's a better Rocket League tournament than I've seen put on in a while. As far as community run and volunteer staffed.
And fantastic teams. I mean, thank you to everybody that always participates in these tournaments. This tournament, especially 30 teams, and I mean, we saw matchups in the first round of 16 that we would have had to get into a quarterfinal, maybe even semifinals to see in the past. So, thank you to everybody who joined and participated in these tournaments, and it makes it really easy for us to cast games and matches when they're this good. So, regardless, Inferno Bad Players make it to the finals. Both teams that we know are fantastic. Really excited to see how this one pans out as we get towards the halfway mark in game one with no score. And okay,
I thought it happened again.
look.
Oh,
when I talk, whoever I'm talking, every single time I'm talking, if the team has control of the ball, chances are they may score. Whenever I mention that, but regardless, getting into it, scoreless at the halfway mark. It's about as close as I think that you thought it was going to be here, Croc.
Yeah, very, very good game from both of these teams. I was about to say both of these players because, one of the teams is bad players and my brain is just off today. I think that's why the casting has been much more relaxed because my brain is just off. It's not
like being Shady Shoals, Sunny, something like that.
Salty Shoals and Shady Shores.
I even added Sunny to it now. Jeez.
Yeah. Oh, man.
That's tough.
All right. We'll give you guys a little bit of actual play-by-play because, some of you probably enjoy that. Oh, sorry. I thought that was your cue to come in, Wallaby. Aren't you the main play-by-play caster here?
This is your show, Croc.
Jalen with a good opportunity off the back wall. Cloud coming in, not able to make contact. Ludwin over Gator under the crossbar. First goal of the game. 1:38 left to play, and bad players take the lead. Wow, whenever I do play-by-play, I
would say it's good timing. Great. Okay, I gotta stop. Ludwin coming out with a good, definitely a really good goal off of that. Looks like a little bit of defensive errors coming out from Inferno, but regardless, a good first goal to take. 1:30 remaining here is not over, but this has been a very low-scoring game, so it's going to be interesting to see if Inferno is able to pull one back to potentially take us into a game one overtime, or at the very least make sure that they are in a little bit more comfy position.
Yeah, for sure. I think Inferno definitely has a shot at forcing the overtime, though. I wouldn't count. Oh my God! What? Jalen, you're gonna retire, but you can do that? Stop it! Stop it! Stop hating on yourself. Cracked. Jalen's cracked. All 6 of the players on the field right now are cracked. If I ever get to be as good as any single one of these players, I will happily be happy with my Rocket League progression. All right, odd statement. Happily happy, but it is what it is. I mean what I say, and I say what I mean. And Jalen almost finds the top right corner there. Ludwin there to pick up the rebound, sends it home. 2-0, 41 seconds left to play. And it does put this game a little bit further from Inferno's reach. Definitely still not out of the game yet.
And they're going to need to come out really fast here on the kickoff. I mean, that was a beautiful goal. Ludwin going down to Jalen. Jalen doesn't quite get that top right corner, but Ludwin able to get the wheel shot off with the backboard read. And Jalen's going to come in with a kickoff shot right out the gate. Jordan does get that save. Gator going to be putting it forward, and Jordan's going to go up for a counterattack. It's pass over to Neb, who's not going to be able to put it in. And right now, Inferno definitely is going to have to come out with a little bit more pressure if they're going to want to be able to tie this game one up here with 20 seconds remaining.
Yeah, definitely need to up the pressure a little bit. Nev and Gator going to try and do that right now, sending the ball up, but a good defensive midfield play from the blue side leaves Cloud basically an open net, passes to himself off the back wall. That is 3-0. Cloud scoring on the proper goal. Sorry, that was mean.
That was rude. That was rude.
There's no Mogu on the field, so he's he can play a little bit more free. He doesn't have to worry about the ball just shanking off his car into the net.
Oh no!
Maybe that's Inferno's trick. Maybe they need to sub in Mogu.
This is not going to give Cloud a chance to get a moment off here. Yeah, it does look like bad players is going to take.
I give these players just as much crap as I praise them. I think that's the only reason why no one actually hates me on the desk is because for as much crap as I give these players, I also praise the absolute hell out of them. They're all very, very good at Rocket League, much better than I will probably ever be. Everyone can aspire to be these players, and that's why they're always in our grand finals. These two teams, very, very good. Bad players taking this one 3-0, a little bit better than Inferno during this game. We're going to be moving on to game 2. Also, just a little point out to GJ here. GJ, in case you didn't know, for predictions that have channel points, you have to actually go in and put what the right answer was so that the channel points get given out. Because, as much as I'd love to not pay people out and scam them out of their point, I'm deceptively a nice guy, so I want chat to have their channel points, you know. But I think everything you said about Inferno is right. The key to them is they've just got to be a little faster. I think their decision making is there. The execution is just a tad slow, which is weird. Very, very weird for Inferno. But again, I think that comes into bad players just coming off of that M22 original matchup and being a little bit more warm. Inferno coming off a little bit of a break, and then of course we've got the Insomniacs on their team, probably falling asleep at the wheel. Okay, there's a big ping issue going on. Please fix. Okay, good. Two players from bad players with over 200 ping there for a second.
Yeah, but I mean, 9 shots to 9 shots. Inferno definitely right there with it. Of course, we do know that in Rocket League now shots are equal, but Jalen gets a dunk on 2 players. And look, we mentioned how the bad players weren't in last tournament because they went to the weight room.
Yeah,
that's another proof. Clearly, you were right, because Jalen comes out and just dunks 2 of the Inferno players and just forces that kickoff goal through for goal number 1 with barely 6 seconds into this game 2 here, and Inferno are going to be really not happy with that initial kickoff goal there from bad players. Oh no.
Oh no. Another goal for himself here. 20 seconds into the game, and we got a 2-0 scoreline. Inferno not looking great. Good floor pinch from Cloud. I don't think it was just quite able to be read by the orange defender. That goal looked a lot more mistake-ridden for Inferno than it actually was. Really good ground pinch there from Cloud to get that ball by both defenders. Jordan just not able to keep up with it. And, I think Cloud might just be trying to battle Jordan for... Oh my God.
Ludwin. I saw that coming. I was like, there's no way. Ludwin.
Everyone's going to need to take a shower after this game for how dirty that was.
Matt, where are you? We need
to know how to get super washed, because, man, I feel like I need a shower after watching that one. Great double tap straight down into the net. And the game is sort of running away right now. Inferno really needs to stop the bleeding. They are not a team that normally lets up 2 goals in the first 30 seconds, let alone 3. Not looking great for him right now. Maybe they are trying to let Jalen win so that he doesn't retire, This is definitely not the team that we're all used to seeing. But I think that they will step it up here. They don't like getting roasted by me on the TikToks that Shape posts, so they better watch it. They gotta step it up.
Yeah, I think
Cloud will be the one appearing on the TikToks this week.
No.
I think we pretty much secured that one. And then there's been a couple of other own goals as well too that may make an appearance. We can do a full series on it for TikTok.
Do we do team saves too?
Oh yeah, Gator. We got to get Gator on there. That's right. Cloud. Oh my gosh. Just bad players running away with the game right now. Rough touch from Jordan there. Ends up centering out. Jalen puts it off the back wall, and Cloud able to just get there before Jordan can make the save. Very unfortunate play there from Inferno. Good capitalization from the bad players. And they're up 4-0 with 1 minute and 19 seconds gone.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough for Inferno, right? But right now, I think in this situation, as a flip reset comes out from Cloud, if you're Inferno in this situation, we have seen them down like this before. Again, against M22 Original, Jordan, goodness, they're not pulling back any punches right now. We've seen them down 4-0 before against M22 Original. Again, a much weaker team, I think, even though they did look stronger this time. It was the old roster for them. But regardless, they just need to come in and they need to play this game like it's 0-0. They just try not to look at the scoreboard. Try to play your game. You're here for a reason. You've normally been here for a reason. They've actually 3-0'd bad players in the last matchup that these two teams had. So they know they're capable of doing it. But right now, bad players are coming out. They're on fire. They look like they're in form. And so Inferno is going to try their best in this remaining 2 minutes and 50 seconds to make it not a comeback out. Jeez. Bad players. It's just Jalen. Oh my.
Jalen, you're not allowed to retire. I'm sorry, but if you try to retire, I will I don't know what exactly is going on in your life that you don't have that you want to retire from Rocket League. Whatever it is, I will help you. You're not allowed to retire. You're just too good.
That is.
I mean, I didn't even want Imperium to retire, man. All the players that are retiring, I 100% understand it, but it just. I hate to see so much talent in this game retiring, because a lot of these players that come through slips really do have the potential to be great. just like Neb and Gator there. What an absolute beautiful pass. A little bit of a rough touch from Jalen there. But Neb does get the ball by the defender, and Gator comes in to send it by Ludwin. Gets the demo for good measure, too, showing his anger at the team for going up 5-0 on them. But at least they're not going to get shut out here. Inferno still has time to get 4 more goals. You were mentioning that they did go down 4-0 against M22 Original and then came back and absolutely whooped them. But, Bad Players is an M22 Original. And as much as we were surprised by M22 Original in the previous game, another whiff touch there as Jordan gets the second goal for Inferno here. But as much as I do love M22 Original and as much as they impress me, they're still just not quite Bad Player caliber. And
Right.
That whiff touch coming on from a very awkward positioning, very awkward for Jalen to read there, ends up missing the defensive pinch off the back wall. It's one of those things where, you miss the touch, but it's not really like you had the opportunity to make a great one anyways. But if you're playing against a team like Inferno, they're going to capitalize on it every time. Now, if you're playing against M22 Original, and I think that's kind of what separates M22 Original from some of these better teams.
Right.
If you're playing against M22 Original there, I just don't think they're fast enough to capitalize on that mistake. Does that make sense? Like,
I would agree.
They're just like not fast enough to make capitalizations on the small mistakes.
Gator.
What an absolute
Gator.
bump.
Gator.
Oh my gosh.
That is rude. You need
Gets
to
the ball on
apologize.
Cloud and then just sends Ludwin to Mars.
Oh my goodness.
Ludwin's going to meet Elon Musk on Mars. Like, holy crap. Just sends him flying. Absolute monster of a bump right there.
Ah, man, and this is good for Inferno. Even if they, right now they are still well within the opportunity for a comeback, though. That's a very, very terrifying miss there by Jordan. But they're still within the realm of a comeback here. But even if they do not get it, they're going to have to be going into the reverse sweep mentality going forward into Game 3. They'll be down 2-0, and I do think that they're ultimately going to need the momentum that these three goals could potentially be giving them to start mounting that comeback.
Oh, absolutely. The last 2 minutes of Inferno have looked like what we're used to seeing from them. Heavy aggression and a lot more speed. Unfortunately, Bad Players have also seemed to kind of slow down a little bit. Maybe they thought the game was easy and thought it was over and kind of gave them a little too much space. Big mistake to make when you're playing against a team like Inferno. But definitely still in Bad Players' favor as the clock takes down. We've got 35 seconds left. And still 2 goals left for Inferno to get. A little bit of a T-shaped Rule 1 there going on.
They're keeping it
and they're keeping it, I appreciate the dedication on that one. Not quite a Rule 1, but they are dedicated. Let's see who the better 2v2 team is now. We've got Cloud and Ludwin versus Jordan and Gator. And Jordan's going to end the 2v2 early. 15 seconds left to try and push this game into overtime.
I will say, Jalen, if this ends up getting tied, he is not going to really be happy with the decision to stick in the T-shaped Rule 1 indeed. 15-second inning. Inferno knocking on the door here for only down 1. We'll see if they're able to get this kickoff pressure coming out here. 10 seconds remaining.
Puts it a little wide right. Gator with the 50, though, does keep the ball in the blue half of the field. Neb is up, puts it off the back wall. Ludwin's got to send it packing. Jalen gets another touch. This should die. No, Jordan's there. Maybe no on the left side post. Good defensive touch from the Bad Players. Jalen's going to try and send this one out again. Gator saves the ball. Pops it to the sidewall. Not going to bounce up, but Jordan saves it. In the corner. Gets a touch. Into the middle. Neb not able to put the ball on the net. Bad Players take Game 2 at a 5-4 scoreline, but man, was it a close one.
Oh my goodness. Okay, Inferno, that is about as good of a run as you're going to have at a 5-0 comeback. Wow. That was really impressive. Game 2 goes to Bad Players, but going into Game 3, I will say, yeah. They certainly do. I think that right now Bad Players is. I don't think they're as happy with that win as that they potentially could have been. A win is a win, so be it. But regardless, I think that right now it's 4 unanswered goals on the side of Inferno. Bad Players get the win on the score sheet, but it's going to be really dangerous going into this game 3.
Yeah, I think for bad players, the key here is to not get in your own head. If you get into your own head and you keep thinking about the match that just happened, you're like, oh man, like we almost blew a 5-0 lead. Like, oh man, like they were so much better than us in the last 30 to 45 seconds of the game. And arguably the last 2.5 minutes of the game. The entire second half was really all Inferno all the time. If you get in your head like that, it's gonna be bad. So if you're the bad players, you just have to come out, play your game, play your speed, execute, and just be better, I guess. I don't know.
Be better.
Unanswerable from Inferno is tough. Because as I've said before, once Inferno gets going, once they're on, they're on. And right now, they're on. Jalen's going to try and do something fancy here. Flip reset, does get the flip. Gator, good defensive play there, reads the flip. Jordan sends it away as well off of Ludwin's shot. Jordan, the, Wallabies quarter here. trying to impress his casting significant other on the desk.
Oh,
Nev here off the back.
That is too much.
And now Jordan off the back wall. Cloud there. Awkward in net. Gonna be able to take possession though. No Inferno player there to take the shot. Jalen's gonna be last back here with full boost as Cloud and Gator come together in the attacking zone. Now Jordan trying to carry it over Jalen. Jalen up there for defense. Gonna get a flip reset here. Defended well, however. And now Ludwin is going to get an opportunity here on net since the ball a little too far away from himself. Can't get the second shot. Gator credited with the save there. Now onto the back wall. Looks like Cloud's looking for a bump. Going to miss it on Neb. Neb with an awkward touch. Going to leave it for Jalen out of the corner. Looking for the bump. Gator awkward. Pops it up. Ludwin there for the shot. Can he beat Gator? He does. Can't beat Jordan though. Cloud is there for the rebound. 1-0 bad players. 1 minute and 9 seconds into the game.
Yeah, really tough situation there. Jordan just having to get a touch, whatever touch he can, over to the side. Neb trying to come in from the back post, get the guess there on where the shot is going, not able to get that side flip out. Goal 1 goes over to bad players here, and we did think that Inferno was going to come out with the momentum into game 3, but bad players have turned it around. They are looking significantly cleaner than they looked in the end of that game 2. So right now, though, Inferno, though, trying to get pressure down. A nice pass from Jordan and Neb. Oh my goodness. We have had so many highlight clips this tournament, and that is just another one. What an
I bet Neb clipped that one. Because you know how sometimes
F8.
Yeah. Sometimes people at this level, they score an impressive shot for us, but it might not be impressive for them. I think even Neb's like, dang, that was nice.
That was nice. Yeah, certainly. Gator coming in off of there was a little bit of aggression by Neb there on Jalen, kind of put Jalen in an awkward spot, and Inferno, they're coming out so aggressive and strong and fast here. Jalen really not much of a chance, honestly, in that situation. Did get the recovery and try to get down, but not able to do so. 2-1 to Inferno, and this is kind of what we had originally expected for a game 3.
Yeah. And, we have to talk about the second touch from Gator there. Absolutely beautiful catch and redirect from Gator off of the wall. That is, it doesn't look like he did much to the bronze eye, but man, that takes a lot of car control to do what he did. Great goal. Great aggression from Neb to get Jalen in an awkward spot as well. And it looks like Inferno might be knocking on the door for another goal here as Gator is going to go up the left wall to defend on Ludwin's clear attempt. Neb first one to that ball, and Jordan should be able to put this in, but Jalen is just too speedy. Now Ludwin sending the ball back the other way off the back wall. Neb not going to be able to get a touch here, but he does get the second touch. What an absolute beautiful read from Neb to save probably a goal. Ludwin pops this one up, intercepted by Jordan. Going to be the second one to the ball. Oh, excuse me. Into the corner now for the orange side. Jalen and Ludwin come together. All players from bad players, like within 5 feet of each other, could be bad on a big clear, but it looks like they did have time to spread out again. Now Jordan sends the ball going back the other way. Ludwin should leave this one for Jordan. I think he decided to take the boost. A little bit of a ball side rotation. Ball side rotations are talked about as like the bane of Rocket League existence in Diamond, Champ, and Grand Champ. However, once you get to a certain point, especially if it's team chemistry with people that you've been playing with and you're on comms, ball side rotations really aren't terrible. Because the biggest issue with a ball side rotation, chat, is that you're confusing your teammate. Your teammate is there waiting behind the ball, trying to get a good touch, and then he sees you coming back on the ball side. And you're like, well, is my teammate going to hit it? Is he going to 50 me? Is he going to try to block me? I don't know. Because theoretically, you can still get to the far post through a ball side rotation. And sometimes it's better to get back to the net quick rather than taking that wide rotation. But if you're not communicating it and you don't have the chemistry, then it still really sucks, honestly.
Right. And when rotations always come down to communication at the end of the day, ball side rotations often will leave opportunities to... Ooh, that was close. Good attempt by Neb on the bump play. But, ball side rotations will definitely give you opportunities potentially to get good cuts on the balls, maybe some outlet passes. Usually ball side rotations are something you see out of a team that is very strong in midfield, has very good midfield control and speed. But regardless, Inferno coming back on the offensive side here again, they were a little bit kind of under pressure, I think, under siege from bad players. They're able to kind of recover it out here, though. And at this point, if you're Inferno, you're just looking to make sure a counterattack doesn't come out from bad players. But Jalen, beautiful arrow shot, gets up on the upper left corner. I don't really think there's any other spot you get there where Jordan can't save that ball. Gator's just not fast enough. And 2-2, 40 seconds remaining. And right now, bad players, they're coming back with a vengeance. They're really trying to get this sweep down, trying to kind of avenge the last matchup that these two teams had where Inferno actually swept them in that one. So right now, I do not really know who's going to win this, Croc. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't know. This is a very exciting game. I think Inferno probably has the slight edge for me. Bad players just getting really good touches whenever they need them. And but I think Inferno is playing slightly better Rocket League right now. Great save there from Cloud. Definitely saved the game on that one. Jordan now with Gator on the demo should be able to 50 this one back into the blue half, and it is overtime.
Yeah, coming into this overtime, I'm really looking for Inferno to try to potentially get a quick goal here. I think that's really what they'll probably want going into Game 4 if they end up taking this victory. But bad players going to be trying to finish this sweep. We'll see if Inferno manages to stay alive in this tournament.
Yeah, Neb here is going to have the first early attempt. Jalen with an easy save. 50s that out to the corner. Ludwin caught in an awkward spot on the backboard. Honestly, if I'm Ludwin, I don't know if I'm sitting there with zero boost. Got to get down on the ground, collect a couple of pads, and then maybe go back to the back wall. But zero boost from the back wall right there. You're not going to be able to save a lot. Jalen now on the attack. Neb's going to get a touch out. Goes to the center dangerously. Gator can't get the touch, but Neb does clear it out. Ludwin back to collect. The fake shot from Neb, that one kind of looked like a whiff, but I think that fake was on purpose. That looks too purposeful for me. And Neb doesn't miss a hit like that.
Yeah, he boosted to the side, so I could believe you. We can give Neb the benefit of the doubt.
We'll give him the fake on that. That's not a whiff. That's a fake.
Faking.
Yeah. Meanwhile, he's in comms like, oh my god, guys, I'm so sorry. I missed that. I can't believe I missed it. Jordan ends the game! 1 minute and 8 seconds into overtime. 3-2 for Inferno. We are moving on in the series. Inferno takes game 3.
Man, and Neb gets a good touch there. It makes it really difficult for some of the defenders, for bad players to get back. And Jordan, who we had talked about being the backbone of this team, comes through and puts in the overtime goal. Coming into this game 3, we thought that Inferno would have a pretty solid control over the game, but it's really close here. And Inferno now only down one game, 2-1. It is bad players up 2-1 in this series. We're going to be looking to see if Inferno can continue this sweep going through. I will say, though, bad players, especially Ludwin is who I'm kind of looking at in this situation. They look fast and sharp. I don't think, they definitely looked a little bit kind of weaker, a little bit more loose and kind of had some whiffed plays coming out in that end of game 2. But game 3, pretty much across the board for them, looked pretty sharp.
Yeah, very, very just impressive play from both teams. I'm excited to see what's going on here.
Yeah, certainly. We go into game 4. Bad Players is up 2-1 in the series. We're going to be able to see if they're going to continue this reverse sweep. Croc's prediction was a victory.
Game 5 Inferno. Game 5 Inferno. That's the prediction. So I'm basically rooting for the reverse sweep here. We haven't seen a reverse sweep on the grand final since Veracity Black, another great team that has been to slips before. But we haven't seen much of them recently. We're gonna have to see about getting them back in. Maybe they just thought that there wasn't enough competition. But To be fair, they did win in a reverse sweep, so they went down early in the grand finals and had to come back. And second of all, man, the slips competition just gets better and better. And I feel like every 2 weeks, we've got new powerhouse teams coming in, and it is so exciting. So fun to watch, so fun to cast. I'm sure it's fun for you guys at home. Gators starting out early here with possession in the defensive zone. Off the right side wall, challenged by the bad players. Now into the corner. Cloud and Ludwin both up. Double commit, leaves the net kind of open. Neb can't get it on net. Jalen's going to be half flipping to try and get that ball now. Gator throws one on net, finds the crossbar instead. Jalen puts it out to the left side wall. Little deep breath for the bad players now as they avoid some pressure. Neb sending it back down, trying to keep that pressure. Rough touch there, but it is going to leave it for Jordan. Jordan might be able to get a centering touch here. Jalen's going to be first one to the ball, however, and clears it out. This should be an opportunity for bad players on the counterattack. Gator facing the wrong way, but a good back-end touch and then a pop over another. Finds the top right corner of the net, and Cloud sends one home to open the scoring in Game 4. 4:13 left to play, and bad players up 1-0.
Yeah, Ludwin gets the demo down and not Jordan in a really awkward situation, not able to get there. And the player that ultimately was supposed to be backing Jordan up in that situation gets demoed by Ludwin, leaves the net kind of empty, and bad players capitalize on that. And again, I think this is every single game so far. Bad players has gone up 1-0 in the game. And this Game 4 is going to be looking bad, but Jordan gets a pinch. And man, if you're bad players, that is tough. Jordan getting a pinch there off Ludwin on the side wall. I don't think there's anything that Jalen really could have done in that situation. 57 miles an hour off of a one bouncer from the opposite corner. I mean, that is a tough situation. But regardless, 1-1 with 4 minutes remaining here, and it's essentially like the game just started, Croc.
Yeah, it's just 0-0 reset. I think Inferno is gonna probably come out and win this game. Game 5 is gonna be my I don't know game, right? That's the one where I'm really just not sure who's going to win. But I think Inferno does take this one pretty, not easily, but handedly. I think they're going to take it by 2 or 3 goals.
Okay, we'll see if they're able to follow that up then. But Ludwin's going to make sure that you're incorrect. Beautiful pass by Cloud up on the counterattack from them. And Ludwin, that's a really tough shot. 79 miles an hour, and there's no way Neb's getting back to that back post. 2-1 for bad players. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left, and both these teams already they're looking sharp.
Yeah, this is going to be. I mean, it's so hard to predict these two teams because they're so close in skill. But man, it is so fun to watch. Jordan here saving an opportunity from Ludwin. Gator's going to take control of it now, looking for Neb in the center. Possibly no, going for his own play. Good save by Cloud. Leaves the net open, though. Jalen gets the ball to the outside. Gets it a little safer. Now we've got Neb coming in with an opportunity. Easy save from Ludwin there. Gator's going to try and reset the play. Pops it across to Neb. Neb is actually going to turn around and try and control it in the corner. Cloud with the better play. And a team bump from Gator and Jordan. Oh, no.
Oh, no, Gator.
Oh, no.
That's really unfortunate if you're Jordan. Oh, my God.
Yeah, Gator comes in, cuts the rotation a little bit. Maybe he thought Jordan was a little further back than he actually was. But either way, a little bit of a double commit there leads to a team bump and a free goal for Cloud. Doesn't have to use his powerlifting skills to muscle that one in, just gets to roll it into the empty net. Jalen now looking for Cloud again in the center. 50's out to him. Cloud with the shot. Neb off of Neb goes in the net, and bad players go up 4-1. If you're Inferno right now, you're in your own heads, and you got to get out. You've got to get back to the speed and the precision. You've got this. Oh, man.
Cloud. Look, Cloud just was learning from his previous matches. Moku taught him some stuff, came through and uses Neb as a teammate, and 4-1 for bad players. I mean, you predicted a 2 to 3 goal victory for Inferno, and I think at this moment, it's going to be kind of just tough for them to get even back in this game. 3 goals down.
I would have to agree.
Yeah, halfway through, and Inferno, they're going to have to come out swinging and just kind of try to reset here.
Jeez. Oh, good opportunity from Gator there. Unfortunately, not going to be able to beat the post. Now Neb comes together with Jalen. Favorable 50 for Jalen. Now going in the blue side, or in the orange side for blue. Ludwin gets a touch into the corner, gets demoed for his efforts. Should be first one to this ball, though. Actually, it's going to be Cloud coming together with Neb in the midfield. Ludwin's still back on defense. Maybe an opportunity here from Jordan. Pops out to the center. Jalen sends that one all the way past the midfield line, not allowing the opportunity to come in. Ludwin does defend that clear there. Jordan keeps control on his car. A little bit of a fake dribble flick here. Loses control of the ball. Gator's going to be back to collect off the side wall. Jalen with a good challenge, and Cloud with another one could be an opportunity, but now it's going back the other way. Jalen just takes the ball off of Jordan's car. Just pickpocketed the man. Oh my gosh. Now Neb with an awkward touch straight up. Should be blue players first to this one, and that would be Jalen. Ludwin with a shot on net. Gator should save this one. Pretty easy save. Looked a lot more difficult than it was. Pretty easy read for a player of Gator's caliber. Jordan now up on the corner, trying to get 50 by Cloud. Goes on to Jalen's car, can't get the flick out, and now it's bouncing dangerously towards the blue net. Ludwin up first, puts the ball soft on the ground for Jalen to clear. Now Jordan is going to be in a bit of an awkward situation here. Decides to get the pinch up. Does get the second touch. If he gets down on the ground and controls himself, he can score, but no, he's not going to be able to. Just a little too much momentum going forward, not able to get the proper angle. And even though Inferno is playing much better now, I think it could be too late. I think it's too late for him.
Yeah, 40 seconds, 3 goals to score. You're going to need something right here in this attack. At this moment, Neb takes a shot on net. Cloud, a beautiful save. I will say, Cloud has not looked quite as good this tournament for me when we've been watching bad players. This game in particular, in fact, I would say this entire series, Cloud has been absolutely performing to the level that we are used to seeing out of him. Which is, and he has been absolutely going lights out. In a situation, 15 seconds remaining, 3 goals. I don't think Inferno are going to be able to pull it off. And for me, I think ultimately, Croc, I'm going to have to go with Cloud as my MVP as we get towards the final seconds of what ultimately will be a bad player sweep.
You know, I would have to agree MVP of this particular game.
For sure.
But I think that Jalen takes MVP for the series and my tournament MVP.
Yeah, I think I would agree with that. Jalen, I think this is honestly the least we saw from Jalen the entire tournament.
Yeah, this particular game he was a little quiet. But he's been very good foundationally for this team in the other games that we've seen. The only thing is, for tournament MVP, I was very, very close considering to give it to the losing team this week, actually, with Jordan. Jordan just played absolutely lights out this weekend. Some of the best Rocket League we've seen from Jordan for sure, and definitely deserves at least a little bit of a shout out from us here on the desk. Cloud, of course, having the performance, the MVP performance of this last game, bad players up 4-1 on Inferno to secure the Slips championship. That will be their 4th tourney gold, I believe. So GG there. Ludwin playing really well also. Definitely can't forget all 6 of these players. Neb was a little quiet in some of the games, but man, whenever he popped off, he popped off. There was no question about it. Neb a little quieter in the last game as well. Gator, stylish offense as always, and you know, all 6 of these players just really, really fun to watch. Absolute blast to watch, and a
great tournament overall, honestly.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Definitely one of our better ones. As we get to the bracket, we can see kind of how everything had shaped up into what was eventually the bad players 3-0 sweep over Inferno. You know, I think Inferno, tough road to get to here. They got the bye, but they had to go against a Northern Shield team into a Salt and Pepper team that was definitely really strong, as we saw. Who had beat out Doggers, who again hold a fairly high spot on our power rankings, and then into a finals against Inferno. I mean, tough road for them. But regardless, you know, some teams that I think definitely kind of proved that maybe they should be a little bit higher on those power rankings. Maybe they should have a place in those power rankings. We definitely have some new names that came out and performed.
Oh, yeah, definitely. MT2 Original, gonna get cranked up on my power rankings for sure, I think. And then we've got Inferno and Salt and Pepper. Salt and Pepper, gonna be making a reappearance on the power rankings. Mm-hmm. Then we've also got the Doggers.
Ethnic Babes.
Probably gonna drop a couple spots, and then got Inferno definitely going to be up there. Northern Shield also going to be reappearing on the power rankings probably as well. Yeah. All in all, just great times. Great times to be casting Rocket League, for sure.
Yeah, good performance from everybody that got involved. And thank you to the 30 teams that joined.
30 teams.
look, we had to add an entire new round because of how many of you joined this tournament, and I mean, we're gonna have to be looking into potentially some spicy, interesting ways to get into through those qualifiers. But regardless, thank you everybody that did come and join. Croc, definitely always good to cast with you, my friend. No other caster is a Wild Animals. And congratulations to bad players who did take that 3-0 victory in the finals for our Slips tournament number 31.
Yeah, definitely a fun bracket this week. Yeah, Inferno bad players. I could watch them play every day, honestly. Yeah. If you told me that Inferno and bad players were watching or were playing on some random Twitch channel somewhere, I would probably just pull them up on my phone. So much fun to watch. Really great Rocket League. And the rest of the teams in the bracket this week, just so much fun, dude. The Slips bracket just keeps getting better and better, and I love it. But as always, thank you all at home for watching. Thank you to all of our players for playing. You provide us with incredible content. You know, we're here for you guys. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to cast super awesome Rocket League and to provide some entertainment for you guys. Always a big thank you to Nas and GJ behind the scenes, making sure everything runs as smoothly as possible. Big thank you to Wallaby for chilling with me on the desk, as always. Next week, we may be introducing a new caster your way, so stay tuned for that. And big shout out to Felipe, first appearance on the pre-show. Might be getting him on the casting desk for the main tournament at some point, whenever he's got the time. And yeah, just thank you guys. It's been super great. Congratulations to the bad players winning their third tournament here in Slips, week number 31 champions. We will see you next time.